Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 416 live. Welcome to the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, and welcome to another episode of the Archivers Wrestle Wars. Tonight we officially kick off the road, which, by the way, that road is just a little less than 4 weeks long. We're kicking off that road to the second annual Archivers Slammiversary. It is the biggest show of the year for the Archivers, and it is going to be the final show of the year, not to mention as far as regular scheduled programming goes. It is going to be a thrill ride. We're going to have 3 brands showcasing their championships, their champions, and of course those superstars that have worked so hard all year long to make it to the big dance, to try to become immortalized amongst the wrestling gods. They are going to be vying and searching for supremacy, bragging rights. They want the gold, they've got a thirst for blood, and they are going to be ready for battle. So it is going to be a very interesting hike over the next few weeks. There's going to be a lot of rivalries and feuds reaching their boiling points, and things are going to boil over. You just know what's going to happen. But tonight, we kick that road off officially, and it is going to be one hell of a night tonight. A stream per view worthy card right here on the Archivers Wrestle Wars. We, of course, have 6 championship matches. We got some faction wars. We've got some rivalries that have just begun. We've got some that are rearing their ugly heads from the past. It's going to be a very interesting evening. But before we get there, we're, of course, going to have a quick look at the dirt sheets. And we'll dive into Between the Ropes, of course, as well when we get the show underway. So let's get that done right now. There are no co-hosts as of right now. Right now I'm flying solo. I'm not sure what Boss Apollo or the Great Glenola are doing. I'm sure they'll be along at some point. But for now, it is the host with the most, and it is you. So we are going to fly together, and we're going to sail this ship through calm waters. But I'm going to go ahead and start the dirt sheets right now and see what's going on. Have a little look-see and see what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. All right, so here's something from a little less than an hour ago from F4W Online, and it is by Brian Rose. This is entitled The Elite versus Death Triangle, announced for AEW Full Gear. So I'm going to go ahead and guess the Elite made their return already, or it's coming very soon, and they're just going to push that match through. So it says the Elite are officially set to make their return at Full Gear this Saturday after Death Triangle successfully defended the AEW Trios titles against Top Flight and AR Fox. Pac cut a promo saying they knew what all the videos were about, referring to the Elite's recent videos teasing a return. Pac said if they want to make a return, they could do it at Full Gear. After Pac cut his promo, a Full Gear graphic appeared on the video screen, with the Elite visibly appearing next to Death Triangle. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were suspended from AEW after CM Punk and Ace Steel were involved in a fight following Punk's comments from a media scrum held after All Out in September. Following an investigation, the Elite have since been reinstated, and videos teasing their return have aired in recent weeks. And here's an updated lineup for Full Gear for those that are interested in AEW Full Gear, which is, again, this Saturday, November the 19th, live on pay-per-view. And we start with the top of the food chain, AEW World Championship between Jon Moxley and MJF is going to be headlining the event. We have ROH World Championship between Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson, Sammy Guevara, and Claudio Castagnoli. We have interim AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm taking on Jamie Hayter. AEW World Tag Team Championship, The Acclaimed, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus Swerve in Our Glory, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. The AEW Trios Championships, Death Triangle, Pac Penta, LOM, and of course Rey Fenix versus the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. We have a steel cage match, Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy. That seems a little ludicrous, doesn't it? Anyways, TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose. We have Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus Sting and Darby Allin. Saraya versus Britt Baker, and the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals as well, all taking place on this very card. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 championship matches. And of 9 matches on the card, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I apologize. 10 matches on the card. And I'll be honest, it actually doesn't look too bad. I might actually have to have a look at that. I haven't watched a whole, as you know, I haven't watched a whole lot of AEW in recent weeks. But I mean, Saraya making her return to in-ring action against Britt Baker, and there's a whole lot going on that card. I might just have to check that out. So that's interesting. And they're, of course, going to update things if there's any changes. RingsideNews.com has an article here by H. Jenkins, and it says, Matt Cardona is on WWE's radar for a possible return. Yo, girly girl, what's going on? Life is Great's in the house. What's going on, guys? Welcome into episode number 416. The Archiverse Wrestle Wars. We're kicking off the road to the second annual Archiverse Slammiversary tonight, so it's going to be an absolute thrill ride tonight. It's going to be a fun few weeks as we head to the big dance. But how's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? What's new and exciting? Did anybody go over to the doghouse today and wish Dogface a happy birthday? It was his birthday today. Of course, he's a valued member of our community, so if you haven't had an opportunity to do so, maybe even go over to the doghouse and drop a happy birthday in his chat section.
I almost died at work.
You almost died at work? Explain. I mean, did you almost die because you were laughing very hard at a very funny joke, or, did something bad happen? I'm hoping it's the joke. I do not like to hear bad news.
Had an asthma attack and no inhaler.
Had an asthma attack and no inhaler. Oh, no. Yeah, you always got to have that inhaler. I mean, that's crazy, girly girl. You should know better than that. But glad you're okay. I mean, how did you pull yourself through it? Did somebody happen to have one on hand? Or, how did that work out for you? Did you end up going to the hospital? You were able to calm your breathing through, breathing techniques? I mean, how did you cope through that? Life is Great says, looking at Christmas presents and a birthday present. Have the Christmas present, but am so bad at birthday presents. Who are you buying presents for, Life? Girly Girl says, manager helped me breathe through it. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of different breathing techniques. The problem is they're only helpful once you gain that composure, right? When you first start having that asthma attack, you're not thinking about different ways to breathe and calm your breathing. You're thinking, where's my damn inhaler? And you're having, it's increasing that anxiety, seemingly causing it to be worse, right? But if you can condition yourself to realize, okay, there's going to be times where I'm going to forget it or it's going to run out. These are things I can do. These are signs I can look for where I can automatically start that breathing practice ahead of time. And those things don't always work, but it's always nice to have a repertoire of ideas, isn't it? But that's awesome that your manager helped you through it, and I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, Life, who are you buying the presents for? And while I'm waiting for the answer, that I'm going to read.
My manager saw it happen and saw how my body shut down. It's my fiance.
My store manager saw it happen and saw how my body shut down. Oh, that's crazy. That was probably scary for the manager as well. Life is Great says it's my fiance. His birthday is in January, right after Christmas, so I always have Christmas present, but I am so bad at the follow-up. Yeah, I mean, I can relate to that because my birthday is literally the end of the year. So it's just a few days after Christmas. So I'm in that same boat. I actually stopped celebrating my birthday years ago because it got annoying. You always had friends that felt bad because they might have New Year's plans, and a lot of people plan New Year's way ahead. Right, so they might feel bad they had plans and couldn't be with you for your birthday, and or you feel bad because you got people celebrating your birthday and it's New Year's Eve. So it was like, do we celebrate New Year's or the birthday? And some people say, celebrate both. It's like, fuck it, we'll celebrate New Year's and just have a good time. I'm far past the point in life where I need to, have an act of self-homage for myself. So it's, yeah, end of the year is what it is, but it's been years since I've celebrated it. Been years. I mean, things happened throughout New Year's Eve. People would wish me a happy birthday, etc., stuff like that. But I didn't actually have a party or do anything extra special for that day. I just literally started celebrating New Year's with everybody, and that was it. So, actually, it was only for the longest time, my own children didn't even know when I was born. Girly Girl says, dude, I never got so scared for my life as I did it. That's a very scary thing when you can't breathe and you feel like your throat is closing and your lungs are collapsing. Absolutely. I can understand how that would be a very scary ordeal. And I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad your manager was there to be able to help you out with those breathing techniques. Yeah, that's crazy. So it's good to have good people around, isn't it? It's good to have good company. So anyway, again, this is yeah, thank God you. Yeah, yo, Mad Dog, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to episode number 416, my friend. Mad Dog, tonight, episode of Wrestle Wars. We're actually kicking off the road to the second annual Archiverse Slammiversary stream preview, so it's going to be a very smoking hot next few weeks. We got a great show tonight. It's a stream preview worthy card. We're going to have a rockin' evening, and we're just having a discussion with Girly Girl. Had a bit of a bad experience at work today. She had an asthma attack and literally says she almost died, but she had a co-worker, a manager, was able to spring into action and help her out with some breathing techniques, get that breathing under control, and she is good to go and here with us on the broadcast tonight. So we can all be thankful for a few different things, right? For good people, for the manager being there, and for life, and for Girly Girl to be able to have gotten her breathing under control and turn that around, because the alternative would not have been satisfactory. The alternative would not be satisfactory. Yo, Punisher, what's going on, my friend? I seen you were having some problems with your stream. Did you ever get it up and going? I tried to pop in. I can only assume that's what happened to Glenola too, because I saw Glenola go live. I was on Misfit Cafe's stream, and I was actually going to go and join Glenola's stream for a while until I had to get my own preparation set to go, but he was on for less than an hour and disappeared. I didn't know what happened, but now I saw you were having problems, and then I was in another channel and they were having problems, so it seems like it's a trending thing over in the United States of America today. But Gloma was live for a really short bit. I don't know. No, I know, neither did I. I saw him go live. I was lurking for a moment, but then I saw Misfit Cafe. I wanted to make sure I go say hi to them because I was going to join Glenola's channel. And by the time I got back, which was less than a half an hour later, he was already off and wasn't online anymore. So I have no idea what. Hopefully he's okay. Nothing bad happened, or perhaps it was just an internet issue. I know different parts of the country, both in the United States and Canada, are getting some snowstorms and other such things going on. So, really, who knows? But hopefully everything's okay. Yo, Titan G, what's going on, my friend? Boss isn't here yet, before you ask. I'm sure he'll be along, but he is not here at the moment. Glenn and I are having internet problems here. Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense, Mad Dog. Thanks for explaining that. Appreciate that. So Punisher, I saw you popped in. Weather here is bullshit right now. Okay, so you're having weather issues too. Punisher, if you want to join me on my broadcast because you can't get your own going, feel free to do so, my friend. Feel free to do so. All right, so I'm going to read this article I was going to read. Again, it is from. Y'all just keep interrupting me. Y'all keep interrupting me. I can't get to the damn article. You know what it is I've got my comments to speech turned up so that I don't miss anything you guys are saying. So now I can absolutely not miss the chat, whether I've got my dashboard open or not. I can hear everything you're saying, which is very challenging at times when I'm doing my thing, because you've got. I can only imagine how wrestlers and superstars feel when they're doing their thing and all of a sudden they got somebody speaking and they're telling them to do something and giving them instructions. But anyways, all right, let's see. What were you guys talking about? Don't remind me. I'm already sick of the white shit. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I was pretty much born in white shit. Not to mention white shit is how you're born. So there's that. But anyway, Punisher, I'm going to try and cool off a little bit before I pop on. Yeah, no problem. I mean, you don't want to hop on angry. Don't drive angry.
Me and Glenn will live an hour away from each other.
Me and Glenn will live an hour away from each other. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sure Glenola will pop into the chat at some point as well. Anyways, I'm just glad everybody's okay. Everybody's having bullshit weather. I'm glad everybody is here, ready to watch a fantastic show. You guys are safe. You guys are warm. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Soul made my night tonight and surprised me with a root beer float. Root beer floats are fantastic. And put a smile on my face. He is such a sweetheart. He is definitely a sweetheart. I would like a root beer float. Where the hell is Soul Embers? Soul Embers! Where is my root beer float? How dare you? Alright, so I'm going to get this article, and then we're going to get the show on the go, and I'll get to the rest of the dirt sheets while we're watching the in-ring action. But I was trying to read this article for a while now here. Here we go. So, again, it is ringsidenews.com, and it is H. Jenkins, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder. How dare you? I can hear you, but I am not responding. I'm going to read this article. I'm going to read it, damn it. Matt Cardona is on WWE's radar for a possible return. A.k.a. Zack Ryder, of course, but I don't ever want to see the return of Zack Ryder. I want to see Matt Cardona make his in-ring debut. WWE's roster is going through a real transition as their internal leadership also changed. Triple H is stacking his own roster now, and that's included bringing back several people who were already released over the past couple of years. We can confirm that Chelsea Green is on her way back to WWE, and her husband might not be too far behind her. Ringside News was told by a tenured member of the creative team that Matt Cardona is like anyone else out there. If they are talented, they are on the radar. The big question is if WWE and Cardona can work something out. Matt Cardona hasn't been shy about discussing a possible WWE return. That being said, the Broski made it clear that he has no interest in returning as Zack Ryder. And I applaud that. He has been doing absolutely phenomenal as Matt Cardona. He's been the NWA champion, the Impact World champion. He's been part of a tag team. I mean, he's doing a very good, possibly his best body of work ever right now. And as far as I'm concerned, he is returning a different superstar. So fuck Zack Ryder. Fuck that guy. So no interest in returning as Zack Ryder. While speaking to Not Sam Wrestling, Cardona opened up about the idea of making a WWE return and one condition he has. He said, I would have a conversation. I'm not saying we haven't already. Who's to say? Who's to say? I think Zack Ryder is dead. Would it be cool? A woo-woo? Would that get a bigger pop? Maybe for one night as opposed to Always Ready. Maybe because that's more familiar with the WWE Universe and audience. But if I were to go back, I think it has to be as Matt Cardona. If I say, Razor Ramon came back as Scott Hall. Absolutely he did. I agree with that. Matt Cardona openly declared that Zack Ryder is dead, and he also denied his identity to an Uber driver in recent memory. Only time will tell if even more Uber drivers recognize him as Matt Cardona after a possible WWE return. So what do you guys think about that? Would you guys like to see, first of all, did you guys like Zack Ryder? And did you see Zack Ryder perform before, during, and after WWE? How familiar are you with him? And have you been watching his body work as Matt Cardona? Main question, would you like to see Matt Cardona in the WWE again? Because, I would. Cold Logic, what's going on, my friend? Do I have a mod in here? Can I get some shoutouts, please? We got Life is Great in the house, Mad Dog in the house, Girly Girls in the house, Cold Logic Wolf is in the house. We need some shoutouts, please. Do I have a mod in here? Or do I have any mods lurking that can start shouting people out? No mods yet? That is absolutely ghastly. Hold on. We're going to fix that problem.
I can mod if you need, LOL. Doing well, good sir.
Alright, there we go. That problem has been solved. Life, shout away, my friend. You have been modded. It's never good to not have a mod in the house. You never know when they're going to come in handy. So there we go.
2, 3, 1, Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. With that said, to see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TAV, WCW or YTD into the chat. So Madog62317.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the show on the go, and then I'm going to get back to the dirt sheets. I was just trying to catch up on the chat room there for a minute there. I was just reading what's going on, but it is just Life doing her job as a mod. We are good to go as far as shouts go. Thank you very much, Life. Appreciate that. Alright, so before we get back into the dirt sheets and start reading some more of the articles that are going to bring us into the, into the today for pro wrestling news and rumors, we're going to get the show on the go. We have 9 matches, 6 championship matches, and it is going to be a stream preview of the evening. So without further ado, episode number 416 live. Let's go.
Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. With that said, I think I caught up to, LOL. TY for the so.
And here we go. Episode number 416 live. We are officially kicking off the road to the second annual Archiver's Slammiversary stream preview. It is going to be one hell of a thrill ride. We're going to kick things off with a bang tonight as the Women's Pure Wrestling Championship is going to be put up on the line in one hell of an epic battle. We're going to get that matchup started here in just a few moments. And ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a fire evening. I hope you are ready for some all-elite, non-stop professional wrestling action tonight, because that is exactly what we are going to deliver starting in just a few moments. And look at this villainy here. Falls count anywhere. Elimination matchup. Fatal four-way. We have the winningest superstar of all time in the Archiverse from Team Distinct Cone, the Viking Rose Brewer. She's taking on Mickie James, We've got Britt Baker, DMD, representing Team Joe Link, and of course the reigning defending Women's Pure Wrestling Champion, Ronda Rousey, putting her title on the line. Who do you guys think is walking out with the gold here? Who's walking out with the championship? First match of the night, the tone-setting match of the evening, if you will. Life says, I think I'm caught up too. And I appreciate you catching up on all of the shoutouts, Life. Thank you very much.
It could be any.
Michael Myers in the house. It could be any. Well, that is not an answer. Who do you think is winning? Is it going to be Ronda Rousey, Britt Baker, Mickie James, or the Viking Rose Brewer? Pick a side, take a stand. As of right now, no betting lines are open, so we're going to get the first match of the evening underway right now. Ronda Rousey putting her title on the line against Britt Baker, DMD, representing the Outlaws. Mickie James representing Hardcore Country, and of course, the Viking Rose Brewer representing the Wolfpack Gals. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Are you ready? I am ready. So let's get the action underway. It is showtime and go time for the Women's Pure Wrestling Championship. Let's go. Yo, Zombie Master in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. What's new and exciting, my friend? Are you? No need to shout me out, Life. I only stream. Yes, he only streams on YouTube now, except for the occasional DJ stream. And by the way, Zombie, could you please post your YouTube link in the chat room?
Introducing the challenger.
I would appreciate it if you would do that, sir. Thank you. And if you guys have not already had an opportunity to go watch Zombie Master work his magic, you got to go over to YouTube. You're already over there anyways. You're watching the Archerverse live each and every week. Dark matches being uploaded, live shows being had. We are rocking and rolling and jiving. So you may as well slip on over to ZM. Click that subscribe button and make sure you watch, because he is one of the most fantastic variety streamers you will ever come across. He is charismatic. He is awesome, and you want to be there. So you make sure you click that link right there and go subscribe right now. That is what you need to be doing. But anyway, Zombie Master, what's going on, my friend? And thanks never necessary, sir. Thanks are never necessary.
And introducing the challenger.
You are always welcome.
Representing the Outlaws from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, so let's see what else is going on with the dirt sheets here.
The title will be on the line here. You're right, Michael. And judging from the response on social media, heading into the
There's something interesting from
see a new champ crowned here
WrestlingNews.co by Michael Schrute. We've, of course, read his articles before. We're no stranger to his articles. And this was, it says Ultimo Dragon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ultimo Dragon. He's a luchador. He's a very good wrestler. But anyways, it says Ultimo Dragon says WWE wanted to remove his mask, and he would love to wrestle Chris Jericho. I mean, to be fair, if you're a pro wrestler and Chris Jericho isn't on your list of people you'd like to face while he's still active, then are you really interested in pro wrestling? Because, I mean, other than winning championship belts, there must be a list of people you would love to face, you know? Even if later on people say stupid shit like, oh, well, yeah, he faced so-and-so when he wasn't even in his prime, you know, they say crazy crap like that. But let's face it, Chris Jericho is a wrestling god, and as an aspiring professional wrestler, I would most certainly want to learn from the Wizard. And whether you won, lost, got beat up, it doesn't matter what happens. You're going to learn. That is going to be a learning experience in there with somebody of the likes of Chris Jericho. So, but anyways, pro wrestling legend Ultimo Dragon was interviewed by Steve Falls 10 Count this week. Dragon talked about his career, including his stint in WCW and short run in WWE. On why his WWE stint was short, he said, through his interpreter, WWE wanted to change his image and look and remove who he was, so he requested to leave because he wanted to maintain who he was. He stayed. There was no bad terms, but he wanted to be who he was, and he did not want to change who he was. That was a lot of saying the same things in different words, wasn't it? He just kept repeating himself there. That's the problem with translators when you're doing interviews. Yes, they wanted to take his mask off. He wasn't against the idea, but they had a lot of ideas for him to remove his mask. They just figured it would be something that would be better for them and him. He was open to it, but there wasn't something really there for it. What they said was, being that Rey Mysterio was so popular, they didn't need to have two masked wrestlers, which is stupid, right? Let's just throw it right there right now. That is a stupid sentiment. I mean, who sat back in the WWE office and looked on paper and said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, we've got more than one masked wrestler. We can't have that. How dare we have great wrestlers with masks on their faces?" I mean, who are the blaming idiots that were involved in those conversations? I mean, that is just some crazy shit right there. I mean, masked wrestlers are some of the best wrestlers on the planet, whether they come from Japan, whether they come from China, whether they come from Australia, Canada, Mexico. I mean, jeez. But anyways, didn't need to have two masked wrestlers, so they wanted to keep Mysterio as the only mask and then remove him from being masked. And he says he understands. He said he understands that as a promoter. He understands why, and I agree with them, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. In the end, it's their company, and they have their own decisions as to how they want to make it work. I will follow suit. I'm their employee. They're my employer, so I'll do what they need me to do, and that's how every wrestler should be. Listen to what the boss wants and do. Obviously, if it doesn't work for you, then you can discuss it, but in the end, without the boss, there's no work and there's no wrestlers. Also true, but I'm of course glad he decided not to, remove his mask. Now, on if he would wrestle another match in WWE or AEW, he said he would love to go back at least one more time. On who he would like to go against, he said Jericho. Of course, Jericho is with AEW, so I guess at this point we can say that Ultimo Dragon would probably have a big interest in going to AEW, just based on his comment regarding Chris Jericho alone. Here's something from Wrestling Observer by Brian Rose, but I'm just going to quickly catch up on chat here. Today, Joe Link is Otis. Joe Link, welcome in. Appreciate you for being here. Girly Girl, how dare you? I see you with the swear jar. That is ghastly. Somebody ban Girly Girl, please. Krondos PR, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
All right. Jericho is an awesome. Yeah, Jericho is I think he, that might be an understatement when it comes to Chris Jericho and what he's capable of. I mean, yo, Bromer. Wow. The mod with the most in the house. Joe Link, you've got competition tonight, baby. The OG mod with the most, Bromer in the house. And ban Girly Girl. Just like that. We do need to unban Girly Girl now, though, Bromer. Jesus, read my mind. I always did hate when he did that. Bromer is here. Bromer, meet Joe Link. Joe Link, meet Bromer. And anybody else that's never met Bromer before, the OG mob with the most has the keys to the kingdom. Good to see you here, Bromer. Very good to see you here. All right, so this is by Brian Rose. Again, it is F4W Online. It says Vince McMahon Vice documentary to air on December 13th, apparently. So this is a documentary focusing on Vince McMahon will air on Vice next month. Brian Alvarez is reporting that the two-hour documentary. You can't do a documentary about Vince McMahon. 2 hours. Give me a damn break. Who edited that? What's it say? There was a little boy born in a neighborhood, and his dad owned a wrestling company. He grew up, wanted to be a wrestling pro like his father, then bought his father out, ended up becoming the wrestling entrepreneur of the entire galaxy. But the end. Oh, wait. Became the wrestling entrepreneur of the galaxy, and then decided that he had a real predilection for brothels. The end. Anyways, so Brian Alvarez is reporting the 2-hour documentary titled The 9 Lives of Vince McMahon. The 9 Lives of Vince McMahon. That's kind of funny. Will air on December 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was originally scheduled for a premiere on October 18. However, it was moved due to both WWE NXT's and AEW Dynamite's going head-to-head on that day. Both Alvarez and Dave Meltzer have been interviewed for the documentary. McMahon resigned from WWE back in July following a Wall Street Journal report that implicated McMahon in giving multiple women millions of dollars in company funds and hush money over sexual assault allegations. In the wake of his, they really do got to stop bringing that up in articles, because let's be clear about something here. Let's be very clear about something here. There was an investigation, and Vince McMahon was never charged with sexual assault. Vince McMahon was never charged with sexual assault, and there was an investigation done. Did he try to cover up a relationship that he saw as extramarital, even though he wasn't living with his wife anymore and they hadn't been living together in decades? Was it stupid? Should he have used money instead of company money? I mean, there's a lot of answers here, but they really need to stop talking about that piece. Stop bringing up the sexual assault allegations when we already know he was not charged. Okay? Is he a scumbag? Yes, he probably most certainly is. But you can't keep talking about something that isn't real. And if it was real, he would be sitting in a jail cell right now. You know, the United States justice system, no matter if he's a billionaire or not, is not letting them away with that one, folks. So they just got to stop with that. You know, I don't agree with that. Oh man, did he fail this? Did I fail the swear? No. Did I? It was before I joined the chat. It wasn't 5 minutes yet, but I can let it slide. How close was I? Was it over the Vince McMahon thing? God damn it, I hate when I fail the swear jar. Fuck! Pisses me off. I fucking hate that goddamn channel redemption. I should ban myself for even creating that ghastly redemption. I mean, you know, I created that because I thought you swines would use it against Glenola and Boss Apollo and Christian Crew, but no. Let's use it against Archer, the host of the most, the person that brings us the entertainment, the quality wrestling promotion of the decade, the millennia, the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. The late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV, and I get swear jarred is what I get for my efforts. My efforts. How dare all of you. Anyways, you cannot ban the broadcast. Yeah, you still can't do that, Bromer. I know you'd really, but I mean, there's always the fake ban the broadcaster. I know that doesn't thrill you as much as it does Glenola. But if you have an itch and you feel the need to utilize it, Glenola did it is there. Wow. Ronda Rousey's been eliminated, guys. We are guaranteed a new champion, and it is down to Britt Baker, DMD, and the Viking, Rose Brewer. What a way to start the evening. This is one hell of a tone-setting matchup if I've ever seen one. Fire so far, right from the opening bell. Joe Link says, Britt is doing great, and that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and a new Women's Pure Wrestling Champion. She just happens to be the reigning, defending, undisputed Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion for YTD Academy. She represents Team Joe Link and the Outlaws. Britt Baker, DMD, is your new champion. Submitted 3 people in a row. Yeah, she did. She was rocking through that match. I'm telling you, that was a fire match right from the get-go, bell to bell. That was a great way to start the show. And it's weird, I don't have to actually issue a payout because there was no betting line for that one. Not used to that. All right, on to the next match of the evening. Congratulations to Team Joe Link and Britt Baker, DMD. Next match of the night is a trip to the tag team division. And we've got Imperium taking on Demolition in matchup number 2. Who do you guys got walking out with the W in this one? Demolition, much like Rose Brewer, the winningest tag team of all time. They are the most highly decorated, they've won the most matches, and they are OG superstars of the Archerverse. But who do you got? Don't let that sway you, because Imperium is as good as they come. They are every bit as capable of winning this matchup as Demolition. I'm just saying Demolition happens to be the winningest tag team in Archerverse history, the longest reigning tag team champions in Archerverse history, the most highly decorated champions in Archerverse history. It is what it is. What can I say? I just bring you the facts. I do not imply anything. I just bring you the facts. And Joe Link would like me to open the betting lines. Apparently he's upset because he didn't win anything from the last match. All right, Joe Link, I got you. Just give me a second. Gambling fiends.
Joe is on it. I can sit back and relax.
Joe is on it, yes.
Are in this match.
All right. So who walks out with the W? Man, I still can't believe how good that match was to open the night. I mean, Britt Baker submitting 3 people in a row to become the new Women's Pure Wrestling Champion. That was absolutely phenomenal.
The number to win a YTD championship match is 0.
All right, so who walks out with the W? Is it going to be Imperium or Demolition?
Yeah, and I try to be Brahmer. Superstar. Today, Liv is great as HH.
Joe Link says Hall of Fame nominees are in the match. Yes, Team The Turret Man and Team Complete Geek TV, better known as Demolition, are definitely nominated to be entered into the Archerverse Hall of Legends, the Hall of Fame, as one of our first tag teams to be inducted. They are nominees as of right now. For anybody that would like to go and put their input in, if you go to the Archerverse Discord, could we get the Archerverse Discord link drop, please? If you go to the Archerverse Discord, you can go and put in your 2 cents worth in your opinion, which we greatly would like to have.
Discord.
And you can tell us who you think should be amongst the first people inducted into the Hall of Fame. We have a long list of OG superstars that are still around, but don't forget there's people that have been around since 1.0 and early 2.0. So there's a list of people there. We can't induct them all at the same time. But like I said in the Discord earlier today, we're going to have award shows biannually, so a couple times a year. So we will have more people inducted in a few months. What we want to do is we want to get the first show off with a bang. Once we get our nominees set in place, and of course I also would like to have a male and female wrestler of the year, male and female underrated wrestlers of the year, and male and female tag teams of the year. So a few other rewards. But once we get everything decided and in place, we are going to have ourselves a very special award show, and we're going to see all of the nominees that are being inducted in action. And, you know, it could be against anybody. It'll be a surprise, but they'll be in action the night they get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and it is going to be a great evening with a lot of great people. And not to mention, a lot of them, OGs of the Archerverse, longtime supporters, unwavering support from anybody is fantastic, much less people that are around for the long haul. But Joe Link says, who will be the first class inductees in the Archerverse Hall of Fame? Well, I mean that's what I'm saying. You gotta go to the Discord and you gotta put your information in there. You gotta put your information on who you think. But Demolition are absolutely two of the nominees, and they are in this matchup. It is Imperium versus Demolition. Let me finish getting the betting line open so you guys can make your bets.
Christian Hard.
Yeah, Christian.
Star switch up.
Absolutely.
To become someone else for the day.
I mean, if you think Christian Hart should be nominated, please go to the Discord and put that information in there. Bromer, because I mean, you've been around a long time, Bromer, so you know who's been around, who's been, winning championship belts, who's been in rivalries and feuds, and Joe Link says, I think he's in the list. Well, he is in the list, but that doesn't, so there's not really a list, Joe Link. The list that's just my list. That is just my choices. You guys can go ahead and list people yourself. The more people that put their opinions in on the different wrestlers, I can start to eliminate people. So if 6 people all choose Adam Colossus, then we know Adam Colossus is likely a shoe-in to be inducted this year, or in this round of awards.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? All right. Anyways, betting lines are open. Let's get the next match of the night underway. It is Imperium versus Demolition. Let's go.
I thought it was an official list.
No, it is a nominee discussion list. So you guys can continue to put your input and choose anybody you think should be on there, who you'd like to see on there. And then we'll decide later, right? Life says it tells me I can't decide the outcome if I bet. Okay, well that's good to know. Alright, so anyways, back to the dirt sheets. So it said, in the wake of his departure, Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan have since been named co-CEOs of WWE, with Triple H taking over as head creative. In addition to the Vice documentary, HBO Real Sport is working on a Vince McMahon story that will air on the program at a later date. An unauthorized book on McMahon is also set to be released next spring. Well, that should be interesting. I mean, an unauthorized book, I'm sure he's real excited about that one. I mean, unauthorized books, more often than not, usually damning, right? I mean, who knows what's going to be in there. I wonder if he'll stop, try to push to have it stop from publish. All right. But moving on from Vince McMahon.
Honestly, fuck McMahon. Laughing.
Jake the Snake Roberts apparently announces that he's off oxygen and has returned to AEW. This is from Wrestling Observer from about 4 hours ago. And it was by Ian Carey. So, apparently Roberts was diagnosed with COPD in 2020. Jake the Snake Roberts has provided an update on his health. The 67-year-old posted to social media on Wednesday that he is back at AEW and no longer requires oxygen supplementation as part of his treatment for COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Off oxygen for good, he says, standing tall, doing great at AEW again. Sweet life I'm living, he wrote on Twitter. Roberts revealed on a podcast in November 2020 that he'd been diagnosed with the condition. He said, I don't get the right amount of oxygen into my blood, and that's not good. I don't know how much it's going to limit me in my future. We're testing it today for the first time to try and go do something. I know that without the oxygen, if I talk for about 20 seconds, I'm done. I can't go anymore. It's just not there. So this is going to be something that I'm going to have to work with, he said, of his condition. And they'll provide more updates regarding that as they come in.
Looking worse for wear in the corner now.
Heaved aside. Jeez.
Here's something from a few weeks ago. Now this is actually WrestlingInc.com, and this is Wrestling Stars We've Lost in 2022. Says one of the toughest parts about following pro wrestling is taking account of all the wrestlers lost on a year-to-year basis. As post-career wellness continues to improve for modern wrestlers, it never gets any easier saying goodbye to the brave and talented men and women who entertain the masses on a weekly basis. The quantity and quality of performers who passed away in 2022 made for another tough year for the wrestling industry. The legend fans say goodbye to remain in the hearts and minds of everyone through the special moments they helped cultivate throughout their careers. While not every wrestler to pass away this year is considered a legend, all of them left their individual marks on the wrestling business in one way or another, no matter whether they portrayed a face or a heel. Here are personalities the wrestling world lost in 2022. Looks like Katsuya Kitamura, was a former Young Lion Cup winner in New Japan Pro Wrestling and 2017 Wrestling Observer Rookie of the Year recipient. A graduate of the New Japan Dojo, Kitamura showed plenty of promise and potential as a professional wrestler at an early age, in large part due to his amateur background. Per the Daily Star, Kitamura won the All Japan Championship 3 times in the Greco-Roman 96-kilogram class, approximately 212 pounds, and could have gone to represent his home nation at the 2012 London Olympics had he not received a 2-year ban from the sport for anabolic steroid usage. From there, he doubled down on his size gain and became a professional wrestler, weighing as much as 265 pounds during his wrestling years. The 36-year-old Kitamura struggled with his health issues. Throughout the later points of his professional life, he suffered a bad concussion, and during a 2018 tag team match while wrestling for New Japan, then injured his leg in a scooter accident in 2019. He intended to return to the ring upon being cleared, but instead took up a second and third career in mixed martial arts and bodybuilding. He lost his MMA debut in Japanese promotion Rizin to Bobby Olagan in November 2021. While the cause of his death has not been publicly disclosed, Japanese website Tokyo Sport reported that Kitamura felt an abnormality in his physical condition on the same day and called an ambulance himself to the hospital. After that, his condition changed suddenly. Another wrestler, his name was Raziel. The wrestling world lost 49-year-old Raziel, a longtime member of CMLL roster, in April of 2022. Though he sustained a back injury in November 2021, reports from Super Luchas and Lucha Libre blogger Miguel Redicino suggest that the veteran luchador's death stemmed from a car accident. Days after his passing, CMLL held a monument of applause for Raziel in both Arena Mexico and Arena Coliseo, Guadalajara. Under the tutelage of fellow wrestlers Skade and Brazo Cimarticho, Raziel entered the wrestling business in 1996, initially working for AAA, the other major promotion in Mexico, and he will perhaps be best remembered for his Rudo tag team run with Cancerbero and CMLL after joining the promotion in 2003. Though they initially portrayed Roman-themed characters, the duo joined Los Canceberos Del Inferno in 2009, headed by stable leader Virus. However, Reziel's big break actually came as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, with diehard fans making up most of the promotion's fan base at this point, and fan voting deciding the 2020 Anniversario matches. From there, Reziel and Cancerbero parlayed their newfound popularity into winning the National Trios titles in 2021, despite being presumably past their primes as in-ring talents. I didn't actually watch a lot of Reziel's matches, but I did catch some. He definitely was a great talent with a good in-ring body of work. Oh no, who shouted out Bromer? Wow, we don't shout out Bromer. That is the wrong thing to do. If he finds out who you are, he will ban you. Just to let you know ahead of time. If he finds out who did that, he will ban you. And I cannot control the beast. The mod with the most does what he wants. He marches to the beat of his own drum. It is what it is.
What a battle we are witnessing.
Anybody get a little close to the lottery yet? Make sure you guys let me know if somebody does. Nobody's won it in a few shows, so it's really interesting. Life is great says, honestly, fuck McMahon. Things he did for wrestling, what he did in personal stuff is garbage. Yeah, exactly. Why was on oxygen, COPD? He's still wrestling? Well, he probably shouldn't be. Full Gear this Saturday, we'll see the return of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Yeah, we'll also see the in-ring return of Saraya. It actually looks like a good card, but I'm starting to think that Tony Khan is paying attention to the Archiverse. Did you see the way the card lines up? I mean, hell, 10 matches, about 8 championship matches. I'm starting to feel like I'm being profiled. Joing says, I've been way off on Lotto. Yeah, a lot of people have been off on Lotto. I mean, like I said, nobody's won the Lotto in a couple of shows. So there's that. There is that. All right, back to the article. So another talent that we lost in 2022 was Antonio Inoki. So it says, few names have ever meant more to the marriage of combat sports and professional wrestling than Antonio Inoki. Particularly in Inoki's native Japan, the 79-year-old died after a battle with amyloidosis, a rare organ disease, and had been relegated to a wheelchair in his later years as a result of the rare condition. Inoki founded New Japan Pro Wrestling in 1972, served as its marquee star for more than a decade, and went on to face American boxing legend Muhammad Ali in a mixed rules belt in 1976. That served as a precursor to the sport of the mixed martial arts in America. As a result, he is perhaps the most influential Japanese figure in wrestling history. Later in life, Inoki began to leave his mark on the broader world as a diplomat and member of the Japanese House of Counselors, in which he served 2 stints, first from 1989 to 1995, and then from 2013 to 2019. Some of his political achievements included smoothing Japanese relations in countries such as Pakistan, Iraq, and North Korea, and even organized a sports, music, and peace festival in Iraq. As for North Korea, Inoki visited the country many times between 1995 and 2017. The relationship began with Inoki helping to organize Collision in Korea, a wrestling event that saw him headline the show in a dream match with Ric Flair. Inoki finally called it a career in 2003, but continued to head New Japan Pro Wrestling until 2005, when he sold his 51.5% controlling shares in the promotion to video game company Ukes. I actually didn't know he sold it to Ukes, so that's actually, I knew he sold it, like, don't get me wrong, I just didn't realize it was to Ukes that he sold it. Did anybody else realize that he sold the Ukes? And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winners of the match from Team Complete Geek TV and Team The Turret Man. Cyborg, Adam Colossus, and the Terror, Johnny Braddock. They are Demolition, and they are your victors. And I will get the payout issued for that. Just give me a moment.
Here are your winners, Demolition. Making their case for one of the best teams around with that win. Two men with one common goal.
And there we go, Demolition with the victors. And the payout has been issued for the last matchup. All right, so on to the next match of the evening. Here we go. And the next match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Coalition, who are looking to claw their way back into the tag team title picture. Of course, the one Elijah Archer was enjoying some success over the YTD Academy. He was the European Wrestling Champion for a spell. Recently lost that championship, but now looking to get back into the swing of things. Looking to get back into the title picture in the tag team division. Tonight, a faction war between the Mega Powers and the Coalition. We've got Randy Macho Man Savage, the Immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and of course, the Ultimate Warrior taking on the one KO Show, Kevin Owens, the one Elijah Archer, and of course, the one conspiracy theorist, Sami Zayn. But it is showtime and go time. Who do you guys think is walking out with the W? You got 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time for the third matchup of the evening. Let's rock and roll. It is go time. The Coalition versus the Mega Powers. Alright, just going to catch up on the chat here real quick. I like that the Mega Powers are all using the same pose. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I was going to say it's just exclamation point T. And then Complete Geek TV is exclamation point CGTV. Exclamation point CGTV for Complete Geek TV.
At a combined weight of 786 pounds, the one, Elijah
CGTV.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I didn't even I didn't even notice that they all had the same pose. Boomer says drop all of your Archerverse bucks on one side and I will match your bet. Now who's going to fall for that one? I mean, he just wants to take your money, folks. Do what you will with that, but he wants your wallet. All right, so on to the next piece of that article. I mean, we've lost way too many wrestling stars. And quite a few this year, apparently, so far. But anyways, next person on the list is Starman. So Starman, a Tencino wrestler and lower card fixture for Mexican promotion CMLL, for more than 20 years has passed away on September 22nd at the age of 47. No cause of death has been given at this time. His final match for the promotion occurred in August of 2021. Speaking in a YouTube vlog in April 2022, Starman hinted at one more brief run as an in-ring competitor and one more big matchup before bringing his career to a close. According to Lucha Blog, Starman originally known as Ultraman Jr., modeled his early character after the Japanese media franchise. He is also the son of a luchador who competed in the 70s, making him a second-generation wrestler. While wrestling as Ultraman Jr., the future Starman lost his mask in a match in 1996. That Japanese wrestler, Mr. Kakao, was complimented on Twitter and by 1996, Starman became a full-time member of the CMLL roster, with his Starman character bearing no physical resemblance to the character of the same name from pro wrestling on the Nintendo Entertainment System. During his final years, Starman also ran Jim Enso Starman, a training school for aspiring luchadors that also ran shows. The final Gimnasio Starman event occurred, and where did that go?
Tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Occurred in August 2021, on which Starman himself did not wrestle. The ended up with an ad right in the middle of the goddamn. I hate that when you're reading an article and all of a sudden out of nowhere randomly an ad pops up in your face and it's like, what? Like, what are you even doing? What is it that you want exactly? You know, I hate that. All right, so next on the list is Candy Devine. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. It's a women's wrestler who is perhaps best known for her time in the American Wrestling Alliance, AWA, on February 9, 2022 in hospice care. According to Slam Wrestling, Devine's health problems began in April 2021 when she suffered from a seizure and a collapsed lung. However, news broke in early February 2022 that Devine returned to the hospital with residual liver damage and brain damage from seizures. She also sustained back injuries from a previous fall months after her seizure. It is with great sadness that Candy Devine passed away, and fellow women's wrestlers and friends Bonnie Marie wrote on her Facebook page, "We've lost a great friend and heaven gained a beautiful angel." Devine's career was born out of an intense fandom for the business, first entering the fold when she started Lanny Poffo's fan club. She went on to work as a ring girl for the Poffo family's ICW promotion in Kentucky, and soon after transitioned into a career in the ring. While competing for the AWA, Devine feuded with women's wrestling legends Medusa and Sherry Martel, with Martel praising Devine for her work in the ring in a 2004 interview. A women's wrestling fixture for promoter Vern Gagne, Devine won the AWA Women's World Championship on 4 different occasions. Devine also won belts for Herb Abrams' UWF, among other promotions. A respected wrestler and pioneer for today's women's wrestlers, Devine has accrued awards from organizations such as Cauliflower Alley Club and the PGWA promotion, which presented her with the Penny Banner Spirit of Excellence Award in 2008. Award-winning filmmaker Christopher Annino dedicated his documentary, Circle of Champions, The History of Women's Pro Wrestling, to Devine, and intended to interview her for the movie prior to her passing. Well, that probably sucked for him, because I bet you he really would have liked to, had that interview as part of that documentary. And I imagine the added substance, the extra information that would have came from Devine herself had she been able to actually do that interview. So, but is what it is. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but at least she's still remembered.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
All right, so next on the list is Mickey J. Henson, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. That is the next person on the list, but I actually have to use the facilities. So I'm just going to be taking a quick break, and then we'll jump back into what's left of the dirt sheets. I don't think there's a whole lot left to cover, but I do have some lists for Between the Ropes. And again, I don't know if I'm being joined by anybody tonight, but if not, I do have some lists of my own for Between the Ropes tonight. And of course, we've got 6 more smoking hot matches to get through after this one. So get ready, because we are just starting to scratch the surface of what we got going down tonight. We are going to burn the house down with 5 more championship matches. Are you ready? But anyways, I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the dead air time. Well, I mean, you got a great match to watch up. You just don't have the host with the most with the serenading voice in your ear for the next few minutes. I do normally have a co-host, obviously, as you most know, anybody that's new. I normally have a co-host here that would entertain the masses while I'm MIA, but tonight I am flying solo, at least for now, at the present time being. So, I'll be right back. Enjoy the match. And, I don't know, Joe Link, tell some jokes. And then tell Bromer why it is that you shouted him out.
Not sure where the co-hosts are, but I'm funny somehow.
Just turn that around.
Laughing.
And that's the tag to the Ultimate Warrior. Right to the back.
Are you throwing Joe under the bus?
I've been waiting to see that.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
Maybe emoji face with tears of joy. Yeah, he is.
He
I
stays
knew it
ahead
was
of Warrior.
laughing him so.
What a slam.
What power. What dominance.
Here he comes off the tag.
Ooh, treading all
The
over
people in my
their
life gave him permission to blame stuff on me. He uses it when he wants to blame it.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
He's got it locked in.
He may not have it. A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Hey, cool idea.
Down on the windpipe. Covered to the clothesline.
He has a way. The
Here's
new
a
jackpot number 4 chance to win channel redemption of your choices.
He kicks out at
069.
two.
The number to
Almost
win
inhuman at this
one TV
point.
championship matches, 0. I do have fat fingers like always.
Kevin Owens has him set up. Fall away. Package power bomb. On its Warrior set to the outside. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Suplex. Spine crushing.
What is blue and smells like wrestling?
Elbow drop.
piercing.
He reigns 11 his continuous viewers. He just has permission for Joe and laughing. Repeat.
Sweeps the legs.
Oh.
Crushing double stomp. Right to the gut. One step up Enziguri. Carefully placed stomp to the arm. There's a tag.
What's black, white, black, white, black, white?
He is doing whatever possible to torture the knee. Oof. He's getting pushed out into the defensive. This is what the
I have returned. I see both teams still going to battle. I haven't missed much. It looks like there's been no eliminations as of yet. This is good. I always hate it when I come back and either somebody's been eliminated and I don't know what's going on, or I've missed the matchup. That always sucks too. Anyways.
Two muffins are sitting in an oven room muffin turned to the 7
What's black, white, black, white, black, white? 2 muffins are sitting in the oven. One muffin turned to the other muffin and said, "Wow, it's hot in here." The other muffin shouted, "Wow, a talking muffin." I mean, if that muffin was capable of talking, why was it so surprised that the other muffin could speak? You know, that's what I don't get. I mean, if the muffin could talk, is it really that surprising that the muffin beside it could speak? I mean, how do you get a country girl's attention? Well, a bottle of gin, a 4x4, and a mountainous adventure. Palmer says a tractor. She thinks your tractor's sexy. He's probably talked to a lot of muffins and went, "Huh, guess it's just me." So I guess there's just some muffins just don't have a lot to say. Life, is that what you're saying? Some muffins are more intelligent than others? I mean, how does that work? How does that work? I mean, do the muffins that have extra protein, are they more intelligent? Or are they just bulkier? I mean, how does that work? Did you hear about the guy who invented the knock knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. Oh my God. Oh, that is ghastly. Absolutely ghastly. All right, so there's quite a list of superstars that have passed away in 2022, and I'm not going to read each and every one of their accomplishments because we do have Between the Ropes to get to as well. But the next one on the list is Mickey J. Henson, Sarah Lee. That was a sad one. That was just recently. She was only like 30 years old. That was just in October. Adam Windsor, Black Man, Tim White, Masashi Aoyagi,
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Gene LaBelle, Dee Booher, Tarzan Goto, Dave Hebner, Super Monezio, Toro Bill Jr., Scott Hall, and thankfully that is the end of the list, but those are the stars that, of course, sadly passed away in 2022. All right, so there's not really a whole lot of additional great information regarding the dirt sheets, so I think I'll just dive into Between the Ropes, and again, I do have some lists prepared. You know, I'm not like Boss Apollo and showed up with no list ready to roll. Did you hear about the fire on the shoe factory? 10,000 souls were lost, and police said some heels started it. Oh my God. Life says, I used to work at a fire hydrant factory. Couldn't park anywhere near the place. Wow. Life, that was ghastly. I said tell jokes. Funny jokes. You know? Jokes are better than lists. Yeah, if they're good jokes. I mean, that can be true at times. It depends who's telling the jokes, what those jokes are, you know. Anyways. Alright, so my first list of the evening is from the Sportster. And it's by Avik Das, and it is the 10 greatest WWE Golden Era wrestlers ranked. Now, we all know how I feel about the word ranked or top, or, you know, it's always a matter of perception and personal opinion for the most part. But because it was about golden era wrestlers, it just intrigued me, so I had to know. Redeem joke time. All right. So give me a second. Life says I also got fired from the calendar factory. All I got was take a day off. Oh my God. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent. Oh Jesus, Bromer, do not entertain the trending bad joke evening we got going on here. Do not join in on that. Alright, so I'll tell my joke before I start the list. Let's see here.
Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
See, now y'all got me looking through jokes.
You can't keep the holster down. You can't trample on Hulkamania. Not tonight, brother. Owens has ended so many matches with that, but not today. From the top. Shot. Oh, wow. Check out. Impressive counter by KO.
And I'm not finding any good jokes.
Double leg takedown. Crushing double stomp. He gets tagged in.
All right, give me a moment. I'll see if I can find something.
Into the corner now.
Y'all got me wasting my time on jokes here. I should ban all of you.
No doubt, Sammy just ended this. Shoulders down.
Hulk Hogan is being eliminated. The Mega Power is now down to 2 members in this 6-man tag to brag elimination matchup.
He's on his heels a bit now. These two teams have gone to war, Cole. Of course they're going to wind up with a few battle scars.
All right, Joe Link, why don't scientists trust atoms? Why don't scientists trust atoms? Yo, Mr. Vegito Pro invading the compound with 4 villains. What's going on, Mr. Vegito? Welcome in, my friend. Mr. Vegito, you and I got to work on our communication skills better because Mr. Vegito Pro, you know, how long is it you've been a follower of the Archerverse TV and you have yet to have a wrestler inked to a contract to begin a wrestling career here at the Archerverse? That is absolutely ghastly, sir. Absolutely ghastly. Follow it should be working. Hold on, let me check and see if it's... Oh, it's just follow. Exclamation point follow, Mr. Vegito Pro.
Timely counter by Zayn. Kick to the gut. And a late game press from Sammy.
1 year, 6 months, 22 days, 9 hours as a supporter and follower of the Archerverse, and yet has no client inked to a contract. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you this information.
Look at this.
We must find him guilty of being tardy in joining the team. I know, right, Bromer? Once I get a console. Well, I mean, you can always get that game right on your PC there, Mr. Vegito Pro, because it is cross-platform. I had to sell your you had to sell your PS4 because you needed money. But yeah, you can put the game on your PC. It's cross-platform, if that's something you wanted to do. If not, then obviously you're going to wait till you get a PS4 back to do so. But anyways, how was the rest of your stream? What's going on? What's doing exciting? What's everybody up to tonight? Welcome into episode number 416 here at the Archerverse. This is the Archerverse Wrestle Wars, one of our 3 weekly shows. And we're actually officially on the road to our 2nd annual Archerverse Slammiversary stream preview, which is, of course, our biggest show of the year, and it will be the final show of the year as far as scheduled programming goes. So the next few weeks are going to be absolute fire, a thrill ride, as everybody looks to become immortalized and make it to the big dance. And somebody was just eliminated. But as we were talking, I was not paying attention, and I have no idea who just got eliminated. But Archer all over the Ultimate Warrior at the moment. I see Sami Zayn. I do not see Kevin Owens. I'm starting to wonder if Kevin Owens was not eliminated. I can see somebody standing on the apron over in Warrior's corner. Looks like it might be Savage. I'm not sure, though. But we might be down to 2 members from each team here. Joe Link, do you want to fact check me on that? Are we down to 2 members for each team? Mr. Vegito Pro, now that's what I want to hear. Those are the vibes. We got to get Mr. Vegito Pro as an official member of the streamer teams. Yes, Mr. Vegito Pro does have you beat, which makes it even more ghastly, Bromer. Even more ghastly. Show's going good, my friend. Again, we're on the road to the 2nd annual Archerverse Slammiversary, so there's a lot of rivalries and feuds that are heating up. Everybody's looking for that spot on the next big dance of 2022. The biggest show of the year for the Archerverse, so everybody's looking to pick up the pace. Feuds and rivalries are starting to heat up. Fuel being added to the fire. The road has already been set ablaze, so it has been a great evening. And right now, I'm just hoping the Coalition able to get through the Mega Powers. I mean, they're still trying to turn things around out of a bit of a streak of bad luck. Coalition lost a couple matches. Archer lost his European Championship, so they are looking to get back into the swing of things. They're trying to go through the Mega Powers here tonight. And so far, Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the 1 KO Show Kevin Owens have both been eliminated from the match. We're down to Sami Zayn and the 1 Elijah Archer versus Randy Macho Man Savage and the Ultimate Warrior for the Mega Powers. All right, Life, have a great evening. Appreciate you for being here as always. Enjoy your sleep. Rest up. And we'll talk to you, I'm sure, at some point tomorrow. If not, we'll talk to you for sure Friday night, WCW Starrcade live, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday. All right, so again, my first, by the way, the joke was to Joe Link, why don't scientists trust atoms? The answer, just in case he didn't answer yet, because they make up everything. So they can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted. All right, so. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not the one. I lost my list. There it is. All right, so again, it was the 10 greatest WWE Golden Era wrestlers ranked. So WWE's Golden Era was full of wrestlers who were larger than life. However, here's a look at the very cream of the crop. The era's 10 greatest stars. And this was published February 7th of 2021, so it's only about, a little over a year old. But anyways, WWE has been around for nearly 7 decades, and it is the lodestar of the professional wrestling business all around the world. Despite WWE being in the wrestling business for so long, the company became a household name beginning in the 1980s, which started the Golden Era. While WWE had a couple of successful eras, the Golden Era opened up the opportunity to become a mainstream product. Officially starting back in the 1982, the Golden Era lasted 11 years till 1993. Vince McMahon created many gigantic names of the professional wrestling business in this era who defined the success of WWE in the coming years. Number 10 is The Undertaker. So The Undertaker's 30-year-long illustrious career saw him wrestle in different eras, including the Golden Era, when he made his debut. While he was part of the era for only 3 years, he still made a notable impact. The dead man kept an unbeaten streak after making his debut in 1990. He won his maiden WWE Championship at the 1991 Survivor Series when he defeated Hulk Hogan. Number 9, Bret the Hitman Hart. So even though Bret Hart reached the top as a main event superstar in the New Generation era, he still had a stupendous run in the Golden Era. Signing with WWE in 1984, Bret Hart was part of the roster for the majority of the Golden Era. Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart dominated the tag team division in this era as the Hart Foundation won the WWF Tag Team Championship twice. He started his single run after the Hart Foundation was disbanded in 1991. Bret Hart not only won the Intercontinental Championship in the Golden Era, but he also won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as well. And wow, flying cross body there by Randy Macho Man Savage, who, by the way, is now all by himself in there against Sami Zayn and the one Elijah Archer. Oh, Archer walked right into a diving elbow. That was kind of crazy. Oh, the Warrior is still in the game. I thought he got eliminated. It is still 2 members per side. Okay. Another big diving elbow. And for some reason, the Ultimate Warrior decided to break up Macho Man's pinfall attempt. I'm not really sure what that was about, but just felt the necessity to do so, I guess. Here comes Sami Zayn. Oh, taken out by the Ultimate Warrior. Archer back to his feet, though. Nice diving clothesline. And look at that, a Dominator suplex. Plants Macho Man face first on the canvas, but the Warrior breaks that pin up quickly. Anyways, number 8, the Iron Sheik. So while talking about the greatest heels in the history of the business, Iron Sheik's name should be at the top of the list. The Iranian superstar entrenched himself as the first big bad guy from that era. Needless to say, Sheik was a reason why Hulk Hogan became the greatest babyface back then. Sheik won the WWE World Heavyweight title once in his career. Wow! Randy Macho Man Savage just eliminated, I believe, Elijah Archer. Yep, that is Elijah Archer. He is being eliminated. It is down to Sami Zayn versus Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior. Not looking good for the Coalition here tonight. Let's see if Sami Zayn can make a comeback for the Coalition here. So he also became tag team champion once with Nikolai Volkov. Number 7, Ric Flair. So Ric Flair spent the majority of his early days in NWA, or later known as WCW. He, however, signed for WWE in 1991, spending just 2 years of his career in the Golden Era, which was his first run in Vince McMahon's company. Being a big draw of the business, Nature Boy made a big statement in the Golden Era. Despite a short stint, he not only won the Royal Rumble match in 1992, but he also won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship twice in this era. Number 6, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper was certainly one of the more... Wow! Sami Zayn eliminates the Macho Man. It is down to Sami Zayn and the Ultimate Warrior. Let's go. Whoa! Blue Thunderbomb right off the hop by Sami Zayn. Look at this. Can Sami Zayn get the job done? Can he turn the tides here and make a big comeback for the Coalition? Ooh, running a boot wash right to the face. Zayn's got him covered up. Warrior kicks out, though. He's still got something left in the gas tank. He is not ready to quit yet. Zayn repeatedly smashing the face of Warrior off the canvas. Little ruthless aggression from Zayn. Nice flying body splash. I think Zayn smells the end is near. A nice springboard DDT. And Zayn again, oh, played with his foot a little too long. Lands with nobody home, crashed and burned. And a huge discus punch from the Ultimate Warrior. A Warrior splash, the Ultimate Splash delivered. And that is it, that is all. Sami Zayn is not getting up from that one. The winners of the match, ladies and gentlemen, the Ultimate Warrior, Randy, Macho Man Savage, and the immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the Mega Powers, are your victors. And I'll issue the payout for that.
Here are your winners, Macho Man Randy Savage.
And there we go, the payout has been issued.
Warrior, the Mega Powers.
Got to give these three credit for an amazing victory here tonight.
And congratulations to the Mega Powers. Macho Man's getting a little extracurricular exercise there. He's still got a little energy to work off after that big victory over the Coalition. He's all hyped up. He's trying to burn off that energy. All right, here we go. Next match of the night. And this is for the Men's Pure Wrestling Championship. It is a 6-man submission elimination matchup. And look at the villains in this matchup. We have the Iceman Christian Hart, who is returning to the ring tonight with a bit of a different look. As you can see, sometimes a wardrobe change is all is necessary to get that little extra hype, that drive necessary. For some reason, it's like they become a different person. They change into a different outfit, they become a different personality, and it can pick things up from there. I mean, the Iceman hasn't exactly had an up and down career over the past several weeks or anything, but I'm just implying that, sometimes, when you repackage yourself, it's a resurgence, if you will. But the Iceman, Christian Hart, in the house from Team Christian Cool. From Team Dogface, it is Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, the Wolfman Alan Severn in the house, the leader of the Wolfpack, and of course Kyle Riley, the reigning defending YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, a formidable champion as he's looking to become a double champion here tonight, and they are all looking to dethrone one of the newest YTD Academy sensations, Vincent Blaze, who has literally been blazing a path all the way to that championship victory, has also been the submission wrestling champion. Absolutely outstanding start to his career. But who do you guys think is walking out with the championship here? I'm going to open up the betting lines. Just give me a moment.
Me.
All right, so who walks out with the gold? Technically platinum, to be fair. Is it going to be Christian Hart? Mitchell Vaughn? Mr. Perfect? The Wolfman? Perhaps Kyle Riley, the Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, or the reigning defending champion, Vincent Blaze. 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are officially open. Go ahead and start making your bets. And here we go. It is showtime and go time for the Pure Wrestling Championship. 6-man sub-elimination matchup. Christian Hart, Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn, Mr. Perfect, the Wolfman, Alan Severn, Kyle Psychosis Riley, and Vincent Blaze. Let's go. All right, and back to our list. Next on the list is Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper is certainly one of the more popular stars of the WWE in the Golden Era, spending the full era in the company from 1984 to 1996. He had a 12-year stint until he left for WCW. Even though Roddy Piper was such a big name back in the day, he never won the WWE Championship. He won the Intercontinental Championship once. His talk show, Piper's Pit, was one of the greatest talk shows in WWE and, of course, helped to start many great feuds. Number 5, Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter had 2 different stints in WWE in the Golden Era, and he made his mark on both occasions. With the unique gimmick of a Vietnam War veteran, Slaughter got over immensely as a face. He was also an impressive bad guy in his second run in the early 90s. Slaughter's rivalry with Hulk Hogan was one of the best feuds of the Golden Era, apart from winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Once he also main evented WrestleMania 7. Number 4 is the Ultimate Warrior. So the Ultimate Warrior was one of the greatest baby faces in the Golden Era. Other than Hulk Hogan, Vince McMahon signed Warrior in 1986, and he spent 5 years there until the end of the Golden Era. The Ultimate Warrior had outstanding feuds with the likes of The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan. He became the first man to hold the Intercontinental Championship and WWE Championship simultaneously at WrestleMania 6, where he defeated Hulk Hogan in the main event for the world title. Number 3, Randy Savage. And I'm just going to catch up on chat real quick before I continue that list. Leo the King, boss is not here yet, no. Mr. Vegito Pro said, brother, it's all love. I'm going to go get some sleep. Tomorrow is my first day at my new job, bro, and I got to be up early, 4:45 a.m. to be exact. Yeah, Mr. Vegito Pro, make sure you get some sleep. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. How do you make an octopus laugh? Answer with tentacles. Oh, my God. Coalition was in trouble. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Joe. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Joe. I should ban you, Joe. Why did I know, right? I don't understand why Warrior broke that up either. Not that I care now. They won. It was a great match, yeah. Bromer just got a lot of money. That's not surprising. Bromer's very good at making bets. Cold Logic Wolf said me. I'm not really sure why.
243 pounds, Mitchell Bashaw.
I'm assuming that was to who's going to win the matchup, but I mean, I don't think you're in the matchup there, Cold Logic Wolf, just to be fair.
The title changes hands.
All right. Back to the list, it was Randy Savage next. So regarded as one of the gigantic draws of the business, Randy Savage made the Golden Era memorable with his vibrant persona, wrestling ability, and promos. Savage had one stint in WWE that lasted 11 years in that era. Savage had noteworthy accolades as he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship twice and the Intercontinental Championship once. He main evented numerous WrestleManias in his career. Savage and his real-life wife, as well as his manager, Miss Elizabeth, were known as the first iconic wrestling couple in WWE. Number 2, Andre the Giant. Known as the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant helped WWE to bloom immensely. In the Golden Era, standing at over 7 feet tall, he was a larger-than-life character on the screen. Andre, meanwhile, was part of the WWE even before the start of the Golden Era. His feud with Hulk Hogan was the biggest highlight of his career. While he won the WWE Tag Team titles once, he also captured the WWE World Heavyweight title once. Andre and Hulk Hogan main evented WrestleMania 3, of course. And number 1 on the list, Hulk Hogan. Arguably the most significant name in the Golden Era, Hulk Hogan was not only the greatest star in that era, but also one of the greatest to ever grace the WWE ring. Hulk was the face of the WWE in the 1980s as well as early 1990s until his departure for WCW. Being the most profitable name in the of the era, he headlined multiple pay-per-views and WrestleMania events. He won the WWE Championship 5 times in the Golden Era, and he also won the Royal Rumble matches in 1990 and 1991, respectively. Facing wrestlers like Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, and Iron Sheik, Hogan produced some legendary feuds and definitely deserving of being on top of that list of greatest wrestlers from the Golden Era. But, I mean, I'd have to go back and check, but I think there's some people missing. You know? There's some people missing. But I'm not going to pick it apart. It wasn't that bad of a list. I was actually pretty surprised. I mean, it shouldn't be ranked. I don't think that was a properly ranked order as well. Again, that's kind of down to perception and opinion. The Iceman has different entrance to the... Yes, the Iceman has a new entrance and a new outfit. He's wearing new attire.
Weighing in at 177 pounds, Kyle.
Joling says Hulkamania will run wild on you.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ...
Joling apparently a Hulk Hogan fan.
Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
And there is Psychosis Kyle O'Reilly, the reigning defending YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. He is looking to become a double champion here tonight if he can complete his campaign here and be the man to dethrone Vincent Blaze. Joe says, yeah, I see that. Looks great. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to repackage and regroup at some point, you know.
In fact, I go so far as to say that you guys are like family to me. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
Good to see him back in the ring as a singles competitor. I mean, he's been running with the Hart Foundation more often than not lately, so. But here we go, 6-man sub-elimination matchup. Mr. Perfect and Vaughn already locking horns. Saw that one coming. Two technical prowesses, locking horns. Oh, wow. Diving moonsault off the ropes by Kyle O'Reilly. Took Mr. Perfect right off his feet. The Wolfman and Christian Hart going toe-to-toe. No big surprise there. I mean, we could have guessed that was going to happen. When it comes to the OGs of the Archiverse, they love going to battle with one another. Oh, look at that, Kyle O'Reilly at the back door. German suplex to Vincent Blaze. Christian Hart looking to turn the tides here. Sending the Wolfman for a ride. Big power bomb. And now he's going to attack that inner thigh area, then the knee. That is a muffler stretch. hellacious to your spine as you're dangling, but most of the damage is going to be to the hip area, the thigh, and of course the hamstring. Blaze with a hammerlock and armbar combo. Joe Link says, yeah, plus he got beat by Jay Simmons the other day, so he wanted to step up his game and attire. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Iceman always looking to improve his game, so really no surprise there either. Whoa! Vertigo to Mitchell Vaughn. Vaughn very wisely rolls outside the ring. And the champion looks like he wants to go after Kyle O'Reilly, but Mr. Perfect with a Boston Crab locked in on Kyle O'Reilly at the moment. The Iceman back in the ring going to work on the Wolfman Alan Severn. And right now he is all over the Wolfman. Just ragdolling him inside that ring. Christian Hart seems to have come to the ring with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. Oh, the knees in the rib cage of the Iceman. But look at that, a nice fireman carry takedown. Takes the Wolfman right back off his feet. Whoa! Vincent Blaze. I didn't see exactly what he utilized there, but he planted Mr. Perfect on his head. Perfect right back to his feet, though, right back into the game. Kyle O'Reilly and Mitchell Vaughn still going at it. Struggle for control there. Meanwhile, the Wolfman and Christian Hart in the ring. Well, they were in the ring. The Wolfman just got tossed over the top rope by the Iceman, and now they're going at it outside the ring. Every single member is outside the ring. Why do we even have a ring? These guys clearly not interested in utilizing the squared circle tonight. They just want to utilize the entire area. Anaconda Vice by Kyle O'Reilly, but Mitchell Vaughn with some knees to the back of the head, and Kyle O'Reilly forced to release the hold. Gets ragdolled by Mitchell Vaughn. Wow. Nice springboard cutter by Vincent Blaze off the second rope. Wolfman was looking for a submission, but Vincent Blaze busted up that submission attempt. And now it is Blaze looking for a submission, but out the back door goes Mr. Perfect. Wolfman going to send Christian Hart for a ride here. Crucifix powerbomb. And down goes the Iceman, but Mr. Perfect right there and grabs a hold of the Wolfman immediately. Another vertigo, this time by Kyle O'Reilly on Mitchell Vaughn. Mr. Perfect with another Boston Crab on Christian Hart. That is locked in tight. Hart's in trouble here. And the Wolfman just watching on. But here he comes. He's going right after Mr. Perfect. Gets him from behind. Scoops him up. I don't know what he's planning to do here. Oh, he drops him throat first on the top rope. Mr. Perfect right back to his feet, though. And a nice Northern Light suplex. Ooh, Blaze went for a spear on Christian Hart, and Christian Hart got him with a big knee right to the face. Went for a bear hug. Blaze powers out. Nice DDT by Psychosis Kyle O'Reilly. Super kick from Vincent Blaze to the Iceman. Armbar on the Wolfman by Kyle O'Reilly. My God, it is pandemonium in there. Mr. Perfect and the Iceman going at it outside the ring here now. Vaughn trying to collect his senses. Ooh, face breaker to Vincent Blaze. The Wolfman trying to fire himself up, get back into the game here. Wow, 630 sent onto the champion by Kyle O'Reilly. That was crazy. Anaconda Vice locked in again. The champion's in trouble right in the middle of the ring here. He is in big trouble. He tapped out. The champion has been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, we are guaranteed a brand new Pure Wrestling champion. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, ripcord knee to the face of the Grand Prix champion by the former Grand Prix champion, Mitchell Vaughn. Mr. Perfect and the Iceman playing some cat and mouse here. Looks like Christian Hart might be bleeding out of the left eye socket there. Oh, Bulldog on the unforgiving floor by Mr. Perfect. Mitchell Vaughn going to work on the rib cage. Oh, in the face of Kyle O'Reilly. Nice reverse suplex by the Iceman. And a little ground and pound to the face of Mr. Perfect. Wolfman back to his feet. Back into the ring he comes, looking to re-engage. Look at the power of the Iceman. Wow! Military press to a power slam by Christian Hart. Armbar locked in. Christian Hart with an armbar outside the ring here. Mitchell Vaughn has a modified camel clutch on here. Wolfman did not tap out though. Mr. Perfect did, however, but the referee did not witness it. Mr. Perfect got away with that one. He is still in it to win it. The Iceman going right back to work on Mr. Perfect. Oh, big back body drop to the Iceman, and look at that, Kyle O'Reilly takes out Mitchell Vaughn, and he's going upstairs. Air Riley 630. Oh, look at that. He took out two men with one shot. The Wolfman walked right into a pair of flailing legs, and I think he is out cold. He might be out cold. Wow, Mitchell Vaughn has tapped out. Mitchell Vaughn has been eliminated, and look at this. Kyle O'Reilly going right after the Wolfman here. Nice retaliation by Alan Severn. And a vicious back body suplex. Right back to his feet is the... Oh! Jesus Christ, he ran right into a big elbow from the Wolfman Alan Severn there. That was absolutely ghastly. And it is Kyle O'Reilly going for a ride here. No reversal. Rolls him up, but he can't keep him down. Severn kicks out. Ooh, face breaker. Face breaker, and he's going right back for that Anaconda Vice. This time it is Severn in big trouble. And the Wolfman taps out. Kyle O'Reilly is tapping everybody out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know what he was doing there. I don't know if he was going after Perfect or Bret Hart. Or not Bret Hart, sorry, Christian Hart, but he certainly missed his mark. Luckily, for the most part, landed on his feet there. The athleticism and agility of Kyle O'Reilly on full display. And look at this, a muffler stretch. And thank you for the follow on PlayStation. And I didn't get to read it fast enough to find out who you were, but thank you for the follow. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and on YouTube. The Archerverse TV live in both places, both here in the land of Twitch and over at the Shark Tank on YouTube. YTD Academy is flourishing, booming. The Archerverse expanding and growing. And Christian Hart getting tossed back into the ring by Kyle O'Reilly. Mr. Perfect from behind. Man, oh man, this is going to be a war. Three of the best in the business today going to war over the Pure Wrestling Championship. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the champion was eliminated. We are guaranteed a brand new Pure Wrestling champion here tonight. Mr. Perfect ragdolling Kyle O'Reilly, tosses him into the barricade. Oh! Good God, a poison Rana. Trying to break that arm of Mr. Perfect. And here we go, an Anaconda Vice this time by Christian Hart. The man with 1,000 holds isn't necessarily just Dean Malenko. For some reason, he released the hold. I don't know what that was about. Tosses him right into the ring steps. But Kyle O'Reilly from behind tosses the Iceman right back into the squared circle. Here we go. They're good. Oh, look at this. Misses the shoulder block takedown. Riley steps out of the way. Oh, my God. Christian Hart got caught with a cutter. Here comes Mr. Perfect. Grabs right a hold of Kyle O'Reilly. Going for the Perfect Plex. There it is. But this is a submission match. This is a submission match, so the Perfect Plex is going to get him nowhere. Look at this. He's got that neck wrenched. Back is bent. There was a modified camel clutch, and Kyle O'Reilly has been eliminated. It is down to the Iceman, Christian Hart, and Mr. Perfect. One of these two gentlemen are walking out the new Pure Wrestling Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Mr. Perfect or the Iceman? What do you think? Wow. Crazy matchup. Mr. Perfect going upstairs here. A bit of a high-risk move. And there he goes. Wow, he landed a missile drop kick from the top turnbuckle all the way to the floor. I keep wanting to call him Bret Hart. I have no idea why. The Iceman down. And some repeated knees right into that shoulder and rib area of the Iceman Christian Hart. Joe Link says, my bet was on Perfect.
Oh, man, you can see he is feeling it now.
Christian Hart trying to regroup. He's just leaning against that barricade, trying to catch his breath. But here he comes. He's going to re-engage. Mr. Perfect just tantalizing him, waiting for him to get back in there. A big back body drop right off the hop. And look at that. I think he just pissed off Christian Hart. Christian Hart just stood right up. And look at this. Wow. Gut buster. Almost a modified muscle buster. Oh, look at that. Nice. Reversal and retaliation by Mr. Perfect, but Hart right back to his feet just like that. Oh, a vicious spine buster by the Iceman, but Mr. Perfect from the bottom, big double boost to the face. Guys, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Gets him with the counter. Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Nice takedown by Mr. Perfect, attacking that hamstring of Christian Hart. He's looking to end it. He smells the end. Going for the perfect plex. And there it is. And now Christian Hart is in big trouble. He's locking in that modified camel clutch. Christian Hart in trouble here. He is fighting, but that is it. That is all. He tapped out, and the winner of the match, ladies and gentlemen, and new Pure Wrestling Champion, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, is your new champion. Wow, what a crazy matchup.
Perfect, please.
All right. The winner was Mr. Perfect. And the payout has been issued for that match.
A victory worthy of a new champion.
People are going to be talking about this match for a long time coming. Talking about where they were when the title changed hands.
Yeah, and we had the distinct pleasure of...
All right, congratulations to Mr. Perfect on becoming the new Pure Wrestling Champion. Battered, bloodied, and bruised, but got his hand raised.
He likes submission matches. I think he wins the most submission matches.
All right, here we go. On to the next match of the night.
Play.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Archiverse Women's World Tag Team Championship. It is the Fiendish Outlaws representing the Outlaws and Team Joe Link taking on the incomparable, the destructive and dominating Faces of Fear from Team Boss Apollo and Team 1 Woozy TV. It is the Freak, Nikita Razor, and the Warrior Princess Olivia Payne putting their titles on the line. Who do you guys think is walking out with the World Tag Team Championships here tonight? If you saw the debut of the Fiendish Outlaws in the YTD Academy, you know they mean business, and they made an immediate impact upon making their debut as a tag team. Tonight they are jumping straight to the top of the food chain and challenging two of the most feared women on the roster. It is going to be a slobber knocker, but who do you guys think is winning this matchup? Who is walking out with the Archiverse Women's World Tag Team Championship? Is it going to be the Fiendish Outlaws? Or is it going to be the Faces of Fear? As always, 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime and go time for the Archerverse Women's World Tag Team Championship. The Fiendish Outlaws versus the Faces of Fear. Let's go! All right. Joe Link says, we need Boss's betting analogy. Oh, good God, do we really? I don't know what Boss Apollo's doing tonight. I think he might be with the Fam Jam tonight. I do believe he said that his daughter and granddaughter were going to be visiting tonight, and I think he was working too, but I'm not sure what his shift was. I mean, it is possible we still get a visit from Boss Apollo at some point tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one
and or maybe Glenola even.
for the Women's World Tag Team Championship.
All right, but either way, it is showtime and go time. What a night it's been. What a way to kick off the road to the second annual Archerverse Slammiversary stream preview. Less than 4 weeks away, the biggest show of the year for the Archerverse, and it is going to be an absolute thrill ride. I am looking forward to it. I'm excited. Last year's Slammiversary was absolutely epic. Tonight we are going to absolutely blow the doors off of the venue. The roof is going to implode. Leo the King says his power is out. Will you tell him to go create a waterfall, get some turbines, get those puppies turning, produce some power, get his household electronics back up and running, and get his ass back to the Archerverse TV on the broadcast booth where he belongs? How dare he use that as an excuse?
Sports entertainment, and that tradition continues here tonight.
And Joe Link, how dare you be sympathetic to that?
Better get ready.
All right, the Fiendish Outlaws ready to roll. And here come the reigning, defending, undisputed Archerverse Women's World Wrestling Champions from Team Up Boss Apollo and Team One Woozy TV, the Freak, Nikita Razor, and the Warrior Princess, Olivia Payne, the Faces of Fear.
The Faces of Fear.
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys.
And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champ has looked good as of late, but I'd say the opposition has looked just as
All right, while these guys are making their way to the ring, you cannot ban the broadcaster. That's right, you cannot. How dare you, Bromer? Ghastly. I mean, if it were possible, I would AKO you.
Let me take this
All right, so I have another list.
Thanksgiving to all of you watching tonight.
I have another list.
Too much turkey, or if it's just
All right, so this
it's a good thing this match
is by the Sportster, and it was posted by Kyle Smedley, and it was July 23rd, 2022, so just this past summer.
Which sucks.
And it is the 10 best WWE pay-per-view main events of the Ruthless Aggression era. So this should actually be pretty interesting. We stay in the same city. 1,500 people lost power, which sucks. Holy crap! I mean, is it just is it a snowstorm, or are you guys getting pelted by a snowstorm? Is that what's going on?
Tag Team Championships on the line. Made the best.
Oh, I see. You think somebody hit a pole. Yeah, that definitely sucks. How dare they? All right, so the Ruthless Aggression era may have featured the best in-ring action WWE had ever seen up to that point, made evident in the pay-per-view main events. The Ruthless Aggression Era may not have been as popular or mainstream as the Attitude Era or the Golden Era before it. However, it may have featured the most consistently great in-ring action the WWE had seen up to that point. Much of that was made evident in the pay-per-view main events. Now, the criteria of this list includes pay-per-views from Judgment Day 2002 to Great American Bash 2008, with many matches to pick from. For those who feel there are matches that deserve to be on that list and weren't, they were likely recognized in this brainstorming phase, but just missed the cut. So, number 10, the Royal Rumble match. Royal Rumble 2008. Says the Royal Rumble match main evented 5 of the 6 Royal Rumble pay-per-views during the Ruthless Aggression Era. It would feel wrong not to include at least one on this list. 2008's edition sticks out as the best of the bunch, coming down to one thing: the crowd. WWE feel bigger at Madison Square Garden, so when the Royal Rumble came to New York for the first time since 2000, the entire show just felt like a blockbuster. Of course, the match itself is great too, as The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels start off the match after being the final 2 in the same match the year prior, and there are multiple surprise entrants that the crowd erupted for. Number 9, John Cena versus Edge versus Randy Orton versus Shawn Michaels. Backlash 2007. So Backlash during the Ruthless Aggression Era has pretty good track record, with almost every main event of said show delivering. It was 2007's edition that easily featured the best out of 6. John Cena and Shawn Michaels had just main evented WrestleMania for the WWE Championship earlier in the month in a fantastic match, and when Edge and Randy Orton, currently in Rated RKO, entered the fray, it would be almost impossible for his fatal 4-way WWE title match to be anything less than spectacular. This bout was just that, perhaps even even over-delivering with a 20-plus minute epic that comes down to the final move. I'm just going to catch up on chat here real quick. Alexa came out swinging. Luke the Gooner says, just popping in to see how we are all doing, but I'm going to bed now. Luke the Gooner, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you, my friend. You are the man, the legend that is Luke the Gooner. Can we get a shout out for Luke the Gooner, please? I would muchly appreciate that. You know, it's interesting that Joe Lincoln and Jay Simmons came to the ring with the Faces of Fear tonight. That, well, never happens. Or not the Faces of Fear, with the Fiendish Outlaws. I mean, they don't ever come out with their female counterparts. You know, the ladies, the Lady Outlaws. So it's interesting that they chose to come out tonight when they're facing the Faces of Fear. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a big match. That's right, Luke the Gooner, shout yourself out and see how nobody else did it. Give me a moment here. And there we go, a proper shout out. Since the mods are not doing their job at the moment. How dare the mods? I apologize for that, Luke the Gooner. I mean, most of the mods know that anytime some of the legends of Twitch pop into the Archiverse, they are to be shouted out immediately. There we go, Joe Link jumping in with a shout out. To be fair, sometimes, depending on where they are and what their internet is like, it could be a lag thing. I was dealing with some work stuff. Well, how dare you put work over the Archerverse, Joe Link? I'm going to have to consider banning you. I don't know. I just can't handle that kind of thing. Anyways, number 8 on this list is Kurt Angle versus Undertaker, No Way Out 2006. So with the critical acclaim this match receives, it seems a little low at number 8 on the list. However, as great as this match is, there are just 7 others that edge it out. Well, now I'm intrigued and want to know what the rest of the list is, but now this is one of the great pay-per-view main events of the 21st century as Kurt Angle and The Undertaker shred the reputation of their previous bad matches and put on a classic. This World Heavyweight Championship match starts off methodically and ramps up until it reaches a brilliant ending. For a B-show main event, Angle versus Undertaker could have main evented WrestleMania and a month later, and no one would have batted an eye. And I actually agree with that. That was an absolutely phenomenal matchup. So, number 7, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23. So, John Cena often received a lot of slack for his in-ring ability during the Ruthless Aggression era, but actually the leader of the C-Nation put on quite a few tremendous pay-per-view main events during the span. We've already covered his WWE Championship defense at Backlash 2007, but let's rewind 28 days to the main event of the grandest stage of them all. Shawn Michaels' talent is undeniable, perhaps putting together a better run after his 4-year retirement than he did during his first run with the WWE in the 1990s. Michaels brought the best out of Cena, and the two legends put together an outstanding main event worthy of the big stage. Not only was there's a top pay-per-view main event of this era, but a top WrestleMania main event of all time. Also agree with that as well. It really was. Number 6, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at No Mercy 2002. So talk about ruthless aggression. This Hell in a Cell main event was the personification of ruthless aggression, if there ever was one. In the early stages of the Ruthless Aggression era, Brock Lesnar quickly rose to the top of the WWE, winning the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam 2002. Just a couple months later, he defended that title in a vicious Hell in a Cell match against the American Badass, a man he had countless great matches against over the span of their careers. The two men beat the tar out of one another, each man and Paul Heyman on the outside, gushing blood by the end of the epic bout. This is a Hell in a Cell match truly worthy of the stipulation. Speaking of cool, he just went live. Actually, I didn't say anything about cool at all. Oh, Bromer said I blame cool. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, good to see Christian Cool is feeling better and back doing his thing. Good to see. All right. And if we could get a shout out for Christian Cool, please. And I'll give him a proper shout out as well. Thank you, Bromer. Appreciate that. All right. So, number 5, Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero, No Way Out 2004. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winners of the match, and still the Archerverse Wrestle Wars Women's World Tag Team Wrestling Champions from Team Boss Apollo and Team One Woozy TV. They are the destructive, the dominant, the faces of fear, the freak Nikita Razor, and the warrior princess Olivia Payne. Congratulations to the faces of fear and to Team Boss Apollo and Team One Woozy TV. Fantastic matchup, and I'll go ahead and issue the payout for that. Give me a second while I do that.
That wasn't just a win, Cole. That was a top-level tag team performance. Take it from a former NXT tag champ.
All right, the winners were the faces of fear, and the payout has officially been issued as of right now. So congratulations again to Nikita Razor and Olivia Payne. Huge victory, retaining their titles over the now 1-1 Fiendish Outlaws. Dominated Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, but had a little bit of trouble taking out the champions. I mean, that is not surprising considering how formidable they are. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1v1. It is the Archerverse Women's Wrestling Championship on the line. It is Tia Stevens versus Amber Extreme. And the title is on the line. Who do you guys think is walking out the Archerverse Women's World Wrestling Champion? Will it be Tia Stevens, the anomaly from Team Tiliana Pierce? Or will Team Joe Link and the Outlaws have some extra partying to do tonight? Who's it going to be? I'm going to get the betting line open right now. Give me a moment.
What are you playing on? So Evil Flash 25. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another.
The following contest is a steel cage match and is for the women.
All right. So who walks out the Women's World Champ?
Introducing the challenger.
Is it going to be Tia Stevens? Or is it going to be Amber Extreme retaining his title? Her title.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You have 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time for the Archerverse Women's World Wrestling Championship between Tia Stevens, the anomaly, and Amber Extreme from Team Joe Lake. Dangerous Amber Extreme getting ready to make her way to the ring right now. Let's go. Here she comes. The reigning defending Archerverse Women's World Champion. Let's go. Yo, Evil Flash, what's going on? Welcome into episode number 416 here at the Archerverse. Appreciate you stopping by. How's your evening? And we don't play here, Evil Flash. This is a wrestling broadcast. We run a wrestling promotion. It is a fantasy wrestling league. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. The most must-see show on Twitch TV and the very best there ever will be.
The champ comes into his title defense incredibly competent.
The late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV. Christian Cool, get the hell out of my channel and go to your broadcast, sir. You've got people to entertain. You've got Bloodborne to be playing. How dare you come in here and probably utilize me as a reason for not getting through one of your games. Goodbye, sir. Get out. We're kicking you out. No, nobody shout out Christian Cool. He should be streaming right now. He's being a ghastly little bastard. All right. Somebody AKO Christian Cool, please. All right, but anyways, did everybody drop the information that Evil Flash might need to know what's going on here at the Archiverse? I've been trying to get through the list, so I really wasn't paying attention. I did see him come in, and I did give him a welcome. But I don't know if anybody's been answering any of his questions. But no, Evil Flash, we do not play games here. It is 100% computer simulated. We simply utilize the game to create content. Great content. The very best content. And we put on absolutely epic wrestling shows. And here we go. Steel cage matchup. Dangerous Amber Extreme. And the Anomaly Tia Stevens for the Archiverse Women's Wrestling World Championship. Let's go. All right, let me get through this list. All right, so number 5 was Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero, No Way Out, 2004. So, Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero for the WWE Championship at No Way Out 2004 is a match that often only gets credit for the huge the huge moment of Guerrero winning his first world title at the end. However, the two SmackDown superstars also put on a phenomenal match beforehand. Clearly, Eddie Guerrero was the underdog in this bout, and that was the story of the match. Lesnar had Guerrero beaten every physical category, yet Latino Heat had Lesnar outdone due to his cleverness. This was a supremely physical and dramatic main event, as the crowd knew the winner would defend the title at WrestleMania against Kurt Angle. Though this match could have gone either way at the time, in the end, it always had to be Eddie. And in one of the most emotional moments in WWE history, the man who conquered his demons conquered the beast and became the world champion. Bromer says points are there to be won if you have a slight feeling at Bet Amber Extreme. Bromer's trying to help everybody get a little extra Archiver's bucks. Tia Stevens heading up that cage. The Amber Extreme back to her feet. Here we go. She sees her climbing. And Amber Extreme gonna join her on top of the cage here. She better hurry, because Tia Stevens is looking like she is in a hurry to get out of that cage. And here we go. She is pulling that leg over. Tia Stevens really struggling there to get over that cage. And caught by the champion. All right. So number 4 on this list is Edge versus John Cena, Unforgiven 2006. So Edge and John Cena could be each other's greatest rival, and never was this more clear than in 2006. The lead babyface and heel of Raw feuded throughout the calendar year, with their rivalry beginning in January and ending, sort of, here in September. What could be a better way temporary end their feud than a TLC match? Oh boy, look at this. Amber Extreme making her way out of the cage. The Anomaly Tia Stevens flat on her back. And it looks like the champion is going to do it. There she goes. And she is climbing down that cell wall. She has done it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still the Archivers Wrestle Wars Women's World Wrestling Champion from Team Joe Link, and representing the Outlaws, Dangerous, Amber Extreme is still your champion. And I'll go ahead and issue the payout for that. Wow, congratulations to Team Joe Link. And of course, Amber Extreme and the Outlaws. Big title retention for Amber Extreme there. Against one of the members of the Wolfpack Gals.
Women's Wrestling Champion, Dangerous, Amber Extreme. A surprisingly fast victory here tonight.
Clever is really the only word that can describe that victory.
However you want to describe it, it certainly worked.
All right. Again, congratulations to Team Joe Link. And, of course, Amber Extreme on the title retention. Still your reigning defending Archivers Wrestle Wars Women's World Wrestling Champion. And here we go on to the next match of the night. And this is for the Archivers World Tag Team Wrestling Championship. Phenomenal Soul, the Soul Man Jay Simmons, and the phenomenal Joe Lincoln. Black Machismo, Jay Lethal in tow, their partner in crime, taking on the Gatecrashers, Tommaso Ciampa, and Timothy Thatcher. Who do you guys got winning this one? Who is walking out? The Archivers World Tag Team Champions. Who's walking out with the gold? Phenomenal Soul or the Gatecrashers? 5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go, guys. Gamble away, you betting fiends. It is showtime and go time for the Archivers Wrestle Wars World Tag Team Wrestling Championship. Let's go. Phenomenal Soul, the Gatecrashers. Who do you guys got? Who's walking out the champs? Put your Archivers bucks where your mouths are. And here we go. All right, while these guys are making their way to the ring, it is time to get back to the list.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And
all right.
for the World Tag Team Championship.
So again, it was Edge versus John Cena, and it was Unforgiven 2006.
Gentlemen, huge title match coming up.
So Edge and John Cena could be each other's greatest rival, and never was this more clear than in 2006. The lead babyface and heel of Raw feuded throughout the calendar year, with the rivalry beginning in January and ending sort of here in September. What could be a better temporary end to their feud than a TLC match for the WWE Championship at the main event of an exceptional pay-per-view emanating from the Rated R Superstars' hometown of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The result was one of the great pay-per-view main events of the 2000s, as each man put it all on the line. Edge is a master of ladder matches, so he was routinely great here, and Cena continued his run of performing very well in pay-per-view main events, contrary to so many fans' beliefs at this time. Number 3 on this list is Triple H versus Batista, and it is from Vengeance in 2005. And I'm just going to catch up on the chat here real quick, so give me a moment while I do that. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Joe Link, has anybody come close to the jackpot yet? And there's already 5K in the pool. That is excellent. Good to see people participating in the bets.
Family to me. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
You know, it's too bad so many people are having power outages and problems with their internet.
15K.
We've got some people that are missing tonight that are missing out on a great show. They're going to be, well, I mean, we've got the VOD for them, so at least they're going to get to watch the show. But there's always those folks in the community that do not like to miss out on the shows when it is not necessary, and they're not going to be happy that they missed out on such a great show. So it is unfortunate.
And matches like this are really foundational to the sports entertainment experience. You're 100% right, Cole. Think of the legendary careers that began.
No one has been close yet? No, wow, man. Nobody's won the lotto in a while, eh? Crazy. It seems to be those low numbers. Bromer put 15K, no 18K. Oh, my good God. You guys are going crazy over these, the Phenomenal Soul versus the Gate Crashers. Big pot to win, I guess so. Is there still time left on the betting lines? There's still 45 seconds, guys. If you guys even got 10 Archerverse bucks to throw a bet down on somewhere, you could be looking at a big pile being added to your wallet.
Challenger's a little worse for wear. He misses the target. Short flight, but a rough.
Bromer says still time. Perfect. Get those bets in, guys. Come on, 25 seconds to go. Don't waste any time. Get in on it. All right, so again, it's Triple H versus Batista. Vengeance 2005. So not only one of the greatest pay-per-view main events of the Ruthless Aggression era, but one of the greatest matches of its kind of all time. This World Heavyweight Championship Hell in a Cell match put a definitive end to Triple H and Batista's months-long feud. Yeah, I guess it was months long. I was thinking, I don't think it really necessarily lasted all that long, but I guess it did last for quite a few months. But anyways, neither here nor there. Famously, the start of this feud saw the Animal turn on the game and officially split Evolution with an impactful thumbs down and a Batista bomb through a table. The two men went on to main event WrestleMania 21 in the months to follow before getting their third and final event 4 months later. Though their previous two main events were a little disappointing, this violent contest is one of the best of either man's accomplished careers of all time as far as that goes. All right, I'm just going to jump back to the chat real quick again here and see what's crack-a-lackin'. And nothing. Nobody has said anything past Bromer saying still time. But that time has, of course, elapsed now. The betting lines would have been closed by now, but the pot is humongous.
And a rolling neck snap. Thatcher fires back.
What was the final on the pot, Joe Link?
Uh-oh. What a takedown.
New follower Archerverse.
Working to neutralize that arm.
Sam Vital.
Oh, Sam Vitale, welcome into episode number 416 here at the Archerverse. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing? What led you to the Archerverse? Or who led you to the Archerverse? But welcome on in, Joe Link. Thank you for shouting out. Sam Vitale. 19,310 is in the pot. Nice. So Sam Vitale, how you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV, and of course the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. We are the Archerverse TV. We've got a bunch of people missing tonight due to power outages and problems with weather. But the show must go on. There'll be a VOD for those folks. Thank you for being here. What is new and exciting? What's going on in Sam Vitalyville? I kind of enjoyed saying that, by the way, Sam Vitalyville. Just saying. How is Sam Vitali?
In off the tag.
Actually, I don't think they are even still here. So we shouted out somebody that didn't even stick around there, Joe Link. We shouted out somebody that did not even stick around. That or they just have decided not to chat, I suppose. That is possible, because if you don't actively chat, then it doesn't always pick up the fact that you're here, which means technically you're not lurking. So I am going to get back to the list where there's only 2 more left on this list. But that said, I do have to take a quick bathroom break. I got to go visit the facilities, the little boys' room, if you will. Bleed the bladder, drain the dragon. Name your cliche. I do not wear Depends because I am not a professional gambler. I am not a magician. I am the host with the most on the most must-see show on Twitch TV. Therefore, I do indeed, as any human being does, need to use the facilities from time to time. That time happens to be right now. I do not tonight, due to power outages and weather. I do not have a co-host tonight. So again, I do apologize for having to step away from the broadcast momentarily, but I do have to go visit the facilities before I end up having to wear Depends for the rest of the evening to make sure that I do not leak all over my floor again. But anyways, Joe Link, funny jokes this time, please. Funny jokes. Do not tell any bad jokes while I'm gone. If you tell bad jokes while I'm gone, I'm going to come back and I'm going to ban somebody. I don't even care who it is. I'll pick somebody randomly. I'll pick somebody randomly and I will ban them if you tell a bad joke. Are we clear on that?
Be a true champion in your defense.
Oh my gosh! One hand!
He had it scouted.
Anyways, I will be right back. Enjoy the match. Bromer, keep your eye on Joe Link. I think he's being mischievous tonight. I mean, if you have to, you can AKO. Right? You can AKO Joe Link. But anyways, I'll be right back. BRB, not ban ready Bromer. Although, I mean, let's be honest, Bromer is always ban ready, so there's that. Only 2 minutes and 24 seconds left of this iron to gold matchup, guys. BRB.
I think we know from Thatcher stumbling to get to his feet.
Thatcher getting set up.
Standing Spanish fly. Are you kidding me? Incredible.
This puts the pressure back on the champion. Can the champion respond with their back against the wall?
Though you gotta believe he'll be looking for the kill shot one more time. Face first with a waistlock takedown. The champ now absorbing a little damage. Talk about dismantling your opponent.
I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle. Suplex.
Thatcher steers clear there.
Well scouted by Thatcher.
Tag is registered.
There's some power behind that punch.
Tag made. Oh, right to the gut. Man, oh man. Bad predicament right here.
Holy, that was an awful landing. Here he goes for the win. 1, 2. Oh, but how? Incredible resiliency.
How does an octopus go into battle well armed?
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Ciampa
He is going to love those jokes.
The suspense this crowd is feeling.
They're both counted out. The ref calls it. Oh, come on.
I have returned, and oh my good God. Did we just end in a draw? Joe Link, did we just end in a draw? Tell me we did not. Tell me that did not end in a draw.
Okay. This is
Wow. That is crazy. What a match between the Gatecrashers and Phenomenal Soul for the World Tag Team Championships. They are definitely going to have to run that one back. But ladies and gentlemen, still your reigning, defending, undisputed Archerverse Wrestle Wars World Tag Team Champions from Team Joe Link and Team J Negative Gaming. They are Phenomenal Soul, the Phenomenal Joe Lincoln, and the Soul Man, Jay Simmons. But unfortunately, Bromer is correct. I have to delete the betting line. Due to the draw, the championships cannot change hands. There was no winner. Therefore, your money will be returned. And there you go. You should have your Archerverse Bucks back. That's too bad. That was a huge pot. All right, on to the co-main event of the evening. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The co-main event of the evening is for the Archerverse World Television Championship. It is Dexpool from the Wolfpack, the man that has turned Wrestle Wars into the largest cosplay epicenter in the world today, a.k.a. the Professor Poindexter from Team Froggy Mothlegs, taking on the reigning defending Archerverse Wrestle Wars World Television Champion, William Regal. Who do you guys think is taking this one? I'll set the betting line up for you. The Archerverse World Television Champion, one of the most sought-after championships in the business today. On the line as William Regal defends. All right, is it going to be Dexpool?
Wait, so if Dex wins, does the
Or
losses cash in would be against
William
Dex?
Regal? 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time for the co-main event of the evening. The Archerverse World Television Championship on the line. Let's go. All right. Joe Link says, wait, so if Dex wins, does that mean Boss's cash-in would be against Dex now? Was that the championship? Well, yes. If Dex wins, then he would be cashing in against Dexpool. And speaking of Dexpool, here he comes. And by the way, Dexpool, no stranger to the Archerverse World Television Championship. He's been the champion before. Would love to strap that belt around his waist one more time. Can he defeat William Regal, though? Right, that is the question. Can he defeat William Regal? Big I believe this is a best 2 out of 3 falls matchup. All right, in the meantime, I'll get back to our list here. Number 2 on the list was WrestleMania 20 main event.
The title will be on the line here. You're right, Mike.
So this match doesn't get talked about much anymore, and rightfully so. There is no denying this is one of the best pay-per-view and WrestleMania main events of all time. At the time, the stellar bout carried much emotional weight as it was the culminating of a long journey to the top for Benoit, as he looked to topple two stalwarts of the industry. There is something about triple threat main events at WrestleMania that just work, as not only this match, but Edge versus Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 37, Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 30, and Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 35 were all worthy main events. However, it was this bout that set the bar and threw the stereotypical triple threat match blueprint out the window. While most triple threat matches feature two men dueling it out in the ring while the other rests on the outside of the ring, this match found a way to feature constant action from bell to bell. It's tough to give this match its flowers, but Benoit, Triple H, and Michaels were some of the greatest workers of this era, and it showed here in this match.
2-0 in the betting pool.
All right, last but not least, number one on the list, and I'm just going to check out the chat real quick. Bromer says we'll go big on the next one. I tried to catch the fog yesterday. I missed. Oh, my God. Wait, something. Already read that. Pick a side, Joe. I'll bet the other side. I'll go with Regal. 20,000 in the betting pool. The betting line's still open. Guys, you still have a minute and a half to make your bets. There's a lot of Archer versus Bucks in that pool. Get your bets in.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
All right. So that was the last of the list there. The WrestleMania 20 main event for WrestleMania 20, and number one on the list is World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber Survivor Series 2002. So in this bit of sentimental favorite, yes, is still an outstanding and innovative pay-per-view main event in any era, let alone the Ruthless Aggression era. Yes, it was the first ever Elimination Chamber. This is a different list, by the way. Oh, I'm going to check out the chat here real quick. And let me run down what that list was for the last list that we were running down there.
Gets him with the counter.
Oh, weakening the leg here.
And he goes.
So again, it was the 10 best WWE pay-per-view main events of the Ruthless Aggression era.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Number 10 was the Royal Rumble match from 2008. Number 9 was John Cena versus Edge versus Randy Orton versus Shawn Michaels, Backlash 2007.
Oh, look at this. German suplex.
Number 8 was Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker, No Way Out of 2006. Number 7, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23. Number 8 was Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, No Mercy 2002. Number 5 was Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero, No Way Out 2004. Number 4 was Edge versus John Cena, Unforgiven 2006. Number 3, Triple H versus Batista, Vengeance 2005. Number 2 is WrestleMania 20. And again, number 1, World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series 2002. Again, the first ever Elimination Chamber match is still the best one, as it tells the best and most emotional story in the history of the stipulation. Shawn Michaels returned from a 4-year retirement a few months earlier at SummerSlam, and in his second pay-per-view match since said return, he, along with Chris Jericho, Booker T, Kane, and Rob Van Dam, challenged Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship in a barn burner. The result was an understandably and realistically messy yet brutal match that made great use of the stipulation and told a phenomenal story of overcoming. Of course, the bout came down to HBK and the game and was capped off in one of the loudest crowd reactions of all time from those at Madison Square Garden that witnessed not only one of the best pay-per-views of this era, but the best main event too. And that caps off the top 10 best pay-per-view main events of the Ruthless Aggression era. All right, that was a pretty good list, actually. Not bad at all. What do you guys think? 30,000 in on this matchup? Holy shit.
Heads out, and he has all the time he wants.
Dexpool. Oh! Big knee right to the midsection as William Regal tried to rush Dexpool. Regal returning the favor, slamming Dex into the steel steps. Prober says, I told you we would bet big on this one. Yeah, it really was a good list. I was pretty impressed with that, actually. I'll tell you, the superstars of Wrestle Wars really making an impact here tonight as we begin the road to the second annual Archiverse Slammiversary stream preview. A lot of surprises tonight. A lot of surprises. I mean, the Coalition lost to the Mega Powers. I mean, Vincent Blaze was eliminated and lost his Pure Wrestling Championship. We have a new Pure Wrestling Champion by the name of Mr. Perfect. I mean, it's been a crazy evening. The Faces of Fear stayed dominant and retained their titles to remain dominant in the women's tag team division. I mean, things are really shaping up. I mean, fuel has been added to the fire. Huge knee to the face. Regal with a pinfall attempt here. 2 count. 3. Wow, it is 1-0 for William Regal. Float over DDT. Plants William Regal's face right on the canvas. I don't know what Dex is doing. Dex was doing a little showboat in there. Didn't expect Regal to get up so fast. Nice stun gun reversal there by Dexpool. Well executed back suplex there with a pinfall attempt. Doesn't get it though. William Regal powers out. Oh, and Dex attacking that left arm. And now he's working on the right arm, trying to pop it right out of its socket. Yes, he did win the title from Dexpool, yeah. Actually, technically won it from, I believe... Actually, I don't know. Was he the Dukester at the time? Who knows? It is Poindexter. I don't know who he was. He was champion. William Regal beat him. And now Dex attempting to regain that title. It is now 1-1. A pinfall by Dexpool on William Regal. But William Regal going right back to work on Dexpool. The struggle for control real in this matchup. It has been a back and forth contest. They're wasting no time in battering and bruising one another, throwing each other around, both looking for that upper hand. They both have pinfalls over one another, but it's been a struggle, a back and forth matchup. Big boot to the face from the bottom. I believe this is false count anywhere. Regal slams Dexpool's head right off the ring apron. A lot of reversals, yeah. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. These guys are just really putting on a clinic here. It has been non-stop wrestling action ever since the first bell rang. Regal peeling Dexpool up off the unforgiving floor and tosses him right back down, just ragdolls him. Regal trying to make a statement, trying to prove why it is that he took the title from Dexpool to begin with.
Regal here showcasing his strength.
Yeah, Regal is executing his game plan.
Nice. Wrist lock suplex by William Regal.
There's electricity running through this arena right now.
Huge right hands. William Regal is unloading on Dexpool here. Somehow Dexpool still standing. Wrenching away at that arm. Regal trying to tear that arm right off the body of Dexpool.
Continually punishing, man.
Dexpool in trouble here.
He slides back into the ring.
And William Regal slides him back into the ring under the bottom rope. And here comes Regal.
We all know what Regal's lining up for.
And Regal can sense that the end is potentially near here. The Regal cutter. Dexpool in big, big trouble right now. Wow. Holy hell. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by a score of 2-1 in this best 2 out of 3 falls contest, and still the Archivist Wrestle Wars World Television Champion, William Regal. Sir Lord William Regal. Still your Wrestle Wars World Television Champion. And look at Dexpool, he is disgusted with himself.
I kind of did too.
Not happy. He wanted that title back. William Regal stood strong and defeated Dexpool, though. Congratulations to William Regal. And I'll issue the payout for that.
Thank you, boys. Hope everyone's having a good night.
And there you go. William Regal was the champion.
You're welcome. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type.
So anybody that voted for William Regal, you just got a big payday.
YTD into the chat.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the main event of Wrestle Wars. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Archivers World Wrestling Championship. And this is going to be a barn burner between the YTD sensation Tony Stone, who originally won the Junior Wrestling Championship and immediately wasted no time at all, did not even hesitate. He won the belt and immediately cashed it in on Big Bubba Bruno. So tonight, Tony Stone has a date with the Samoan Lion, BB King himself, the Archivers World Wrestling Champion in the house, putting his title on the line against the YTD Academy sensation, Tony Stone from YT Shadows. Who do you guys think is walking out the world champion? Is Big Bubba Bruno going to retain his title, or is Tony Stone, the YTD sensation who's coming off the hype of winning that Junior Wrestling Championship and cashing it in, going to become our new champion? What do you guys think? I'm going to open the betting line right now. You guys think about it.
Did I have my match yet?
All right, and this is not a regular steel cage matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best 2 out of 3 lockdown match. The only way to escape the 4 sides of steel is to defeat your opponent by pinfall, submission, or knockout twice. This is going to be one hell of a slobber knocker for the Archivers World Wrestling Championship.
The title will be on the line here. You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, you're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
All right, here we go. You guys got 5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. The betting lines are open. Is it going to be Big Bubba Bruno or Tony Stone? Who is walking out of this 2 out of 3 lockdown match? The new Archivers World Wrestling Champion, Le Champion. Who's it going to be? And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, from Team Soul Embers, representing the weapons of mass destruction from Team Dogface, straight from the doghouse. BB King himself, the Samoan Lion. Big Bubba Bruno, your reigning, defending, undisputed Archivers World Wrestling Champion. Let's go.
Here we go, gentlemen.
Who do you guys got? Who's walking out, champ?
To prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
It is go time. Main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And what a night it's been. An absolutely fantastic way to kick off the road to the biggest and final show of the year for the Archivers, the second annual Archivers Slammiversary just around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have our very first award show coming up. Right now, over on the Archivers Discord, people are expressing who they feel should be nominated as to be amongst the first group of people inducted as Archivers legends into our Hall of Fame. We're, of course, going to have some singles wrestlers inducted. We're going to have a tag team inducted. We're going to have a couple, 2 or 3 management teams, streamer teams, legends inducted into the Hall of Fame. Once the nominations are said and done and the decisions are made and we know who are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, we are going to have a very special Hall of Fame show. No matter what day it falls on, if it happens to fall on Wrestle Wars becomes our Hall of Fame show night. If it falls on Starrcade, doesn't matter. Otherwise, it might become a weekend event. We shall see how the stars align, but we are going to have ourselves a Hall of Fame show, and the people that you nominated to be inducted into the Archivers Hall of Fame as legends in the Hall are going to be seeing a little in-ring action. You're going to get to see your superstars that you nominated in action that very night as they get put to the test to show everybody why they are legends of the Archivers and why you inducted them into the Hall of Fame. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a lot of fun. But yes, if you go over to the Archivers Discord right now, and Joe Link, if you want to drop that Discord link again, if you want to go over to the Discord, you can start nominating who you think should be inducted into the Hall of Fame first. If you don't know many OGs or many superstars that have been around since 1.0 or early 2.0, all you have to do is have a look and see what everybody else is voting on. And if you trust their opinion, you simply like who they're selecting. And that way you still get your opinion across and you're still participating. Tony Stone looking for an early pinfall attempt there on Big Bubba Bruno. Did not get it. Ooh, missed a springboard moonsault there. Probably needs to pay more attention, get that GPS unit working a little better there.
question at this point. In the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target.
Wow, huge spear on Big Bubba Bruno. Look at this reversal. He's got him on. Oh, the strength of BB King on full display. Man, that must have been like running right into a brick wall. Tony Stone bounced off Big Bubba Bruno. Face first right off that top turnbuckle. Down goes Stone, and Big Bubba Bruno stopping a mud hole. Stone, though, explodes back with a kick to the midsection. Pandemonium in there. Best 2 out of 3 falls, guys. 2 out of 3 lockdowns. Pinfall, submission, or knockout. Twice. The only way out of the 4 sides of steel. Boss Apollo. Oh, hey, yo, what's going on, Boss Apollo? I didn't even realize you were here. Appreciate you stopping by quick. Have a great night. Enjoy your evening. Or what's left of it anyways. Joe Link says, I'm surprised on how well Tony is doing. Tony's doing very, very well. I mean, he has been very impressive since his debut in YTD Academy. He was very, very impressive at Junior Wrestling Championship title victory.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
And what impressed me the most was he did not hesitate. Right away, selected Big Bubba Bruno, knew who he wanted to challenge, and did not even wait a single solitary second to make that challenge request known.
He's one step ahead there.
On Froggy Moth Legs.
Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here. Uh-oh. Look at this. Uh-oh is right. Far-away slam.
Oh, what a follow-away slam there by Big Bubba Bruno, and he is not done. Look at this. Wow. That was almost like that was a different variation of, but almost like an Olympic slam right there by the Samoan Lion.
Championship dreams.
Let's see if that kick out was a spark, or is it the challenger's last gasp?
That was the best weapon in the arsenal.
How dare you, Froggy Moth Legs? Somebody AKO Froggy Moth Legs, please.
Able to reverse. Right to the back of the neck. What a blow. Good night.
I don't know how long you've been here, Froggy, to be honest. Did you catch your match with, I can't remember if you were here for Dexpool's match or not.
Take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
There we go. Bromer AKO'd Froggy Moth Legs. Well, no, it didn't work because Froggy's a mod. Still makes me feel better. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's the implication that matters. It's the effort that matters. And it is now 1-0 for Big Bubba Bruno.
The challenger's hopes are slipping away.
I don't want to say he's done, but I can hear the fat lady warming up.
Oh, the high risk doesn't pay off.
Tony Stone trying to pull in all the stops here to try and tie this up.
That's a good way to make the presence felt. Just breaking down the opponent. The champ getting worked over here.
There is no way this can go on for much longer.
He's certainly looking in command at the moment. It's been a smothered. It's an attitude behind it.
Man, oh man.
I think the paradigm has shifted. He somehow gets
And it is 1-1 just like that. What a crazy match. And Tony Stone with a hammerlock. Big elbow right to the face by Bubba, though. Oh, he missed a lariat and fell down.
scouted.
Vicious headbutt right in the face of Tony Stone. Just about got a 3 count out of that, too. Wow, Stone just barely kicked out of that. Look at this. Bubba's going to fly. Big Bubba Bruno. Air Bubba. Oh, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. He just about made Tony Stone a permanent part of that canvas. Oh! The Samoan Slam. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match by a score of 2-1 in the best 2 out of 3 lockdowns match, and still the Archerverse Wrestle Wars World Wrestling Champion from Team Soul Embers, representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction and Team Dogface straight into the doghouse. BB King himself, the Samoan Lion, Big Bubba Bruno, is still your champion. Wow, what a night. Again, couldn't ask for a better kickoff to the road to the second annual Archerverse Slammiversary stream preview. It is going to be our biggest show of the year. Last year was huge. This year we are going to absolutely blow the roof off the venue. It is going to be a thrill ride of a show, as all 3 brands are going to be taking their champions, putting them on the grandest stage of them all, and putting them to the ultimate test as the warriors of WCW, Wrestle Wars, and YTD Academy. Pump up the jam, turn up the volume, get the electricity flowing, and challenge the champions for the right to become immortalized. It is going to be a fantastic time over the next few weeks as we tell stories, watch feuds, and rivalries boil over. New rivalries and feuds are going to erupt, and it is going to be a great time. Don't miss a single solitary show. You don't want to miss out on the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV. And don't forget, we will always be, forever, now and forever, the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. It's been a great night. We'll see you Friday night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for WCW Starrcade, when the WCW roster continues the road to Slammiversary. Appreciate everybody for being here. I think we got to invade somebody now, though. We need to invade somebody. And seeing how Christian Cool is live right now, we may as well go over there and visit the Cool Kids and see what's happening over yonder. But again, I appreciate everybody being here. You guys are all fucking legends, and you're all fucking awesome. Stay awesome. We'll see each other Friday night for WCW Starrcade, and I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow and probably later this evening anyways. Either way, you can't stay here. You do not have to go home, but you cannot stay here. Please get the fuck out. Goodbye.